No thank. But yeah, I remember when you were in Jersey, you would call me, man, and we'd have these funny ass conversations, dude. We would create these characters. Hold on, let me make sure this shit's
That was literally like,
but
that was one of the foundations of all this too.
Yeah,
those talks.
Nah, it definitely was, man.
Understanding like what we both didn't want.
Right? Yeah, that was like because we were both at the same point, but in two different areas. You were in Jersey, and I was up here, and we were going through similar shit.
We're like, man, fuck.
Going through our addiction, coming out of it, trying to figure out what to do.
Really, just trying to figure out what to do now.
Yeah,
because we were like, dude, we're fucking.
Yeah,
we're not getting fucked up no more.
Yeah, and then we started creating characters, and I remember like it was maybe our second or third conversation because we talked for like 3 hours,
dude,
on the phone.
It was deep.
And I think it was like the second or third conversation we realized we were forgetting things. So we would try to bring it back. I'm like, what we say last time?
Said, I'm gonna start writing down everything.
And dude, I still have the notes.
Changed their lives.
I have the fucking note. That little flip notepad was like one of the first. When I started doing my phone, man. That shit was right there. Yeah, man. We kept a lot of notes, bro, and that shit was so important, man. I really feel like that changed the whole game because that shit was I don't know, it was pivotal, man. Just taking the notes and like initiative and writing stuff down, man.
No, I really appreciate. Actually, I think it started even before that because I remember I got on probation and I made like this rule. I was like, you guys can do what you want, but please don't bring like nothing around here, you know?
Yeah.
And everyone was like laughing at us because you're like, yo, let's go. We just captured the foundations of ourselves.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, let's go. We started going hiking a little bit. Just talking, and then you were like, yo, write down your dreams, man. Make little goals. And I literally started making these little weird goals, and it led to like going to film school. And it was like, whoa. But literally, we sat down on the train tracks, you remember that? And all those guys that were still hanging around at that time were just laughing and like, oh, look at these weirdos. He don't smoke, can't get high no more, he's weird. And it's like, no, I was just trying to figure out that was another transition.
Yeah, that was early.
Man, this is we got forced. I got forced into
it. But I was like riding. I'm like, all right, bro, you're not smoking. I'm not smoking, bro. Let's go.
And like, yo, hold on, man. Like, let's go. Like,
yeah,
there's some other shit you could do. Because that was one of my main things. So it was
it was so dope to see you like do that, dude. Just you taking the action step, like moving, like right out of high school, you got some friends, they're not really doing shit.
No.
And then you're like, I want to do more stuff. Literally. And you had good friends like Pistol,
man.
And people encouraging you, like, yo, you should do some shit, man. I love that, man.
No, really.
I remember when that was going on. No, that was when I first started getting in my shit because I was like, I was just coming out of like video game a day. I literally played video games for like 3 years straight, bro.
No, but you did, but I had to respect because you would stop and be like, fuck, let's go throw the football. And we would go throw a football, shoot hoops or something, or just go walking.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, a lot of foundations of ours got set walking.
Yeah,
we would just walk. If we were chilling out, even if I would just come up for a weekend, we walked a lot.
Yeah, we definitely walked.
We just talked. We
would walk and talk, stay active.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, that shit was, dude, pivotal, man. Pivotal.
So awesome.
But yeah, just that, like, it's so weird thinking back that far.
That's what it is. It's really,
it's like over 10 years ago, it's like.
It's really, what made me think about it was you bringing up the camera today.
Yeah.
And I just was like,
yeah, dude, I remember that when you gave me that camera, man, I was heartbroken when that shit broke.
I went today where I bought that camera from my aunt and uncle.
Oh, really?
I went and smoked a joint with my fucking uncle.
That's so dope.
But they gave me my first camera.
That's awesome.
And it was that camera, and it was.
Yeah, I would love to get that thing fit. I know it's gonna cost
me. And when I was fucking
dude.
So when I finally got the money up to go pay them, like they were like, nah, man, like you actually trying to go do something, and you never. Then that was a time. It was bad around here, man. It was hard. Like everyone was on, not saying everyone, but a lot of schemy shit was going on, and
Yeah.
so it was rough, man. It was rough around here for a while.
Yeah, I feel like we avoided that though. Like,
No, we did.
A lot of people got swept up in it, and it was like we saw what was happening. We're like, nah, this is
It got real
weird.
close to
like,
our circles.
Drugs were touching, and it's like, it's like
people were
I'm down with weed and other shit.
Dying, and I went, whoa,
yeah, and you went, okay,
what
this
the
is
fuck? We're not even 20 fucking.
And you see people we went to school with already addicted to pills. We're like 18, 19.
It's creepy because we know like that we literally seen when it was coming in.
Yeah.
And then the valley shit, it never gets out.
Yeah.
It just kind of leaks into.
It kind of all just fills
like
in the valley. Yeah. We're in the valley, like, man. Nah, I think, dude,
it's scary, man.
But like I said, I'm grateful to my dad for that because he really like hammered that shit home, man. About the opiates, about the heroin. Like he told me about his own use, and that shit opened up my eyes, man. Because it's like like I said, the level of honesty, man.
But for him to be vulnerable, so you could kind of understand it more.
No, exactly.
He could have said anything, but he's like, no, listen. The reason why is because look, I made a choice one time. That like wasn't the right one.
I had my addictions. You know? I struggled, and
yeah, it's rough.
No, that shit is definitely rough, man. And no, that shit opened my eyes though because that was literally only rule. He was like, just don't touch that shit. I'm like, yeah, fair enough, man. I'll try everything else. And I fucking did, so dude.
Cool. That's why, man, like the guys like that help, like they molded us because we get to be cool. Like, I don't even want to use them terms. Like, you get to be cool, but we've been talking about how can we get through to like a 17-year-old you, man. Like, you know how you were at 17.
No, definitely, man. I was
17, fucking 16. You were just on. We were all on.
And we were all caught up in some shit. You know,
fucking talk to me.
It's easy to get like dragged around by friends, or people you think you're friends. People who are trying to, do their thing.
I remember
it's fun.
Times like barely, not even getting into the door, running home, throwing the book bag in the door, bro, and going somewhere.
Yeah. No, it was like that.
Like, we didn't have I don't know. We didn't have cell phones. Like people had them around us.
Yeah.
But we didn't have them personally. And we would just run and meet up with each other. And be like,
yeah, but we were super active too.
Yeah, we really were.
That was like a combination. It wasn't just like sitting around getting high. We were like, smoke some weed, play some basketball, or watch a fucking movie, have fun, laugh. We
scrape up a fucking Nick bag worth of weed.
Fucking get that Nick bag
hit
up.
Some grabs,
make your grab.
Have the craziest day of our life.
Nah, that shit was so dope, man.
Fucking movies, man.
We're just in love with stuff. We just love, and that's why I think, and that's why I really think is like, I just don't want people to lose that love, man, because like you reflect on those days. That was what it was, man. You just did what you loved to do. You get home from school, which is like work.
No, man.
And what'd you do? You didn't sit inside. You're like, let's go play basketball.
I did as much as I can.
Let's do what we can before it's dark.
Or before, like,
bro, we would play basketball for hours, dude. Bro. Fucking, we were soldiers, bro.
Yo,
you especially,
it was bad.
You were fucking a beast, man.
That was
I'll
be honest, dude. But it got to a point where the neighbors got cool with me. Like I would literally stop around at least by midnight, at least.
Yeah.
But they were like a couple neighbors would like call the cops, of course, because I was dribbling late at night. But it was like, when you find something that really, I can't even explain. It's like unexplainable. Like you talk about the bliss thing.
Yeah, it's like a bliss. Like
dude, that literally was. Like,
I heard this quote, bro, and I loved it.
Bliss, man.
What is it?
I think we're learning more about bliss.
Peace is. I'm not even gonna butcher this quote because I love this so much. Hold on. Before I go quoting shit wrong, I got books, I got notes, baby. But no, this where is it? Peace is happiness at rest. Happiness is peace in motion. I love that quote, bro, because that made like I'm saying, man,
peace is happiness at rest.
Peace is happiness at rest. Happiness is peace in motion. I love the quote because that's why I feel like people meditate sometimes sitting still, but I feel like there's other ways to meditate actively.
I like
and we were doing it in a way that was like fun and competitive, but it was also like also I know you did it alone too. You practice a lot, so that's a meditation. You're like in there just.
Oh no, it was I was doing my player before they had my player. I was doing it right out in the
Yeah,
road,
maybe
bro.
you're your own my player.
Bro, I
Fucking
was
create yourself,
for
dude.
hours, bro. You know, people sometimes weren't. You know, I
Yeah.
didn't understand it then. I'm like, damn, man. Okay, no one's available today.
You're like, yo, come out play basketball. Nah, I'm
People were
fucking
doing
playing
their
World of
thing, you know,
Warcraft, dude.
hey,
Eat my ass. No,
you guys were doing your thing.
No,
I had my weird thing. I was
it's funny.
My basketball to me was like, I just, you know, me. I couldn't. You guys tried to help me. I couldn't sit at the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit and play the game.
No,
it was hard.
I think it's so funny though, because it's like you were on to something early, like so early, and it was like I was in some other world.
I remember I used to pesterize you guys.
Yeah,
because
no, you definitely did.
like, man, this guy always wants to fucking do shit.
You,
Like,
you always want to play
bad.
games and shit. You're like,
Like
fuck,
George,
dude. You like being outside.
But
yeah,
a couple of good friends at the time. Shouts to Slab, who usually in here with us. You're like, yeah, you always want to fucking do something, man. And I'm still like that. Like I go home and well, when we come home here, we'll do little freaking just little stupid challenges, man. It don't even make sense, but I've been doing it since I was learning how to throw a football, and why not? It's fun.
yeah. No,
You know,
that's why I think.
Hey, before we go inside, we got to hit that recycling.
Yeah, let's get that recycle, dude.
And
We did it though.
We definitely hit that. That was awesome. Crazy. But I feel like what we just hear today, and the shout out to Kanye West's documentary on Netflix. That was really
that's
awesome.
really awesome. That first episode
was crazy. But his mom said that you would practice tracks like and Michael Jordan did his free throws.
Yeah, that shit was.
That's it. Like
practice tracks like Michael Jackson shoots his free throw.
Michael Jordan shoots his free throws.
Whew. That's fucking crazy,
bro.
That's
an amazing.
But I feel like that's how it is, man. It's like
man.
when you're really in something, you're having fun, you're just in it, you know. And it's hard to like. That's a key, I think, is to.
Now you know what is fun is like. We're figuring like. When you said there's more than just sitting still meditation.
Yeah.
I love the fluidity meditation, man. Yeah. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Really, I love it.
Because I think things can be fluid but not frantic.
I love like base of operations, like
yeah.
Of course shit goes fucking haywire.
Yeah.
You know, but what are you gonna do right now? What are you gonna do?
But yeah, I think that shit is amazing, man. Like I think we found it with so much, so just challenging ourselves to do more, you know, like the past couple of years, you getting into working out, starting out, being able to do an exercise, and then you're able to do it. And like, bro,
but
that's
you
amazing.
Kind of having the patience, because a lot of people don't have the patience to do that with someone that ain't at their level.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. No, you were not afraid to be like, this is my first time too, type of deal. So it was awesome, and it made me go harder. Like, cool. No, this guy's what people actually literally did consider. This guy bought his body on Craigslist, which literally is how they would come at you. Yeah. It's like, hey, you know, so it was cool to be like, I've literally seen you come, you know, you might have been not fat, but you were sitting, eating a case of Monster, eating Cheetos.
I was 80 pounds heavier than man.
Right also you lost a lot of weight, but like, as far as unhealthy.
Yeah, as far as my eating.
In a whole.
Yeah.
Like you was just the way you flipped and slowly just grinded, man.
Yeah,
you literally you taught yourself so much shit, man.
We sculpted ourselves, like, and I think
you weren't afraid to share it with people you cared about.
Yeah, and that's the
people don't even share things with people they supposedly care about. Like I'm talking like, you know, like we talked about the recipe thing.
Yeah, like that was my recipe. It's like, oh, it's a secret. So no, I'm passing that on to everyone.
That's I love that metaphor because
here's the secret.
In a way, I get it, but then I also don't get it.
Yeah.
Because this is the cathedral thinking for me that we like to talk about now. About how like you might not see the finished product.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's
maybe my grandma won't see a greater potato salad.
Yeah.
But she could hope that someone can make a better one.
Yeah. No, that's just, and that's what I don't know. That's the beauty of like positive. I don't know, man. I feel like there's been intergenerational competition too. Like they don't want the next like, you know, you hear it sometimes. They're like, this music sucks, this generation's trash. It's like there's no competition. We are the result of your generation. We are following your footsteps, and this is what you laid out for us. You kept secrets, and we're starting from scratch, I guess.
I think the blame of someone else doing anything is what is fucking up a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, and that's I think.
And even me blaming that is probably an issue.
Yeah, we shouldn't be blaming shit. No, it's us.
Timestamp
It's
that.
all on us.
I
We got
never
the
said.
responsibility. No, I really think that though. Like I love what you do with the young warriors and your people, because you're looking after like, you know, younger people,
Oh,
19,
man, I
20-year-olds,
have to, man.
21-year-olds, you know, like
I'll
younger,
be honest.
the next generation. You're showing them like, hey, you can do this too. I'm not going to keep the secret. Here's the secret. You can have it all.
We had very minuscule.
I like the mini school, bro.
Back to
I wrote that down, by the
That's
way.
awesome.
After you said it,
Mini school.
I wrote it underneath
Cool, man, I
the
almost fell, but I didn't.
oh.
We're gonna edit that.
Edit out. But I wrote it at the bottom. Like, mini school.
I love,
Minuscule.
dude.
I loved it. I wrote your name too.
Dude,
Credit.
That's so awesome.
You get art. I loved it, bro. I didn't want to forget
I didn't
it.
say it.
But no, I love
Someone
that,
said
man.
it and I just fucking requoted it.
What were you saying?
I'm too high for this. We probably shouldn't even do this anymore.
Yeah, we're done. We're dead.
I'm not high enough. Actually,
I'm half high.
actually
and
I'm
half...
okay.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Am I half baked or full
You
baked?
know what? Sequel.
It's a sequel. No, I think like I don't know, man. I've been thinking about that a lot. Like trying to help who we can while we can, you know,
young
like
warriors, man.
because the young warriors are some people our age are kind of getting set in their ways. I think I told you like the story about that guy I met. He was in his 50s and he was blaming some shit that happened when he was 12. I'm like, whoa, bro, you're frozen in time, but you're growing old every minute. And for me, like some people at our age are already doing that. They're already saying I'm old or I can't do that. It's like,
but think of how many people may not ever look in a mirror. Like literally and probably never metaphorically reflect. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people do not do it? I used to not do it.
I used to not do it too. And it's so weird thinking when I didn't do it because it's like
I'm gonna tell you a time right now that changed my fucking life. It was a conversation with you when I was in college. I almost failed a class because of it still. It was like 2 weeks in and I realized, oh, you gotta tighten the fuck up, buddy, or you're done. Like, but I remember I told you, I was like, man, I didn't even walk into class. I was late. I would have to walk by everyone. Hey, bro, you're judging yourself, man. Like you're doing it before it's even happening. So of course you're looking for it. And I'm like, fuck, man, you're right. So you could like
I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that, bro.
Guys, you changed my life because I went, oh
that's
wow.
amazing, man.
Because I was ready not to go back. I was done. Like I didn't even start it yet.
I think
and I was like, fuck this. But then realizing then you've helped me again throughout the years when I've fucking lowered myself throughout, you know.
And like you've helped me, man.
20s was crazy.
Yeah, we were really bouncing off each other. There were some times where you weren't around me because I was doing something and I didn't understand it. And I was like, oh, I get it, bro. I get what you're doing, man. Because you got to avoid this shit. Man. This shit is a trigger, and I don't want to trigger.
Sad how much we didn't even approach shit without it was just avoidance.
Yeah, avoidance.
And avoidance is scary.
No, avoidance is, man, and that's why
avoidance is key.
It is key, but it's you got to confront shit sometimes. Be direct and be like, yo, this is what's going on. This is what you know what I mean? Like, I think that's where our relationship over time has evolved. Is we become more like I said, I trust you. I fucking love you. I respect you. And then when there was times where I was fucking up, you'd be like, yo, man, what's going on, dude? Like when you help me quit smoking, because you're like, yo, bro, what are you doing? I'm disappointed in you. And I went, whoa. My best friend is disappointed in me.
Yeah.
And all you did was take my commitment, my words, because all I was saying was like, oh, I shouldn't be smoking.
Because you literally told me
I want to quit
before.
And
I went,
you confronted it, man. And I
I'm
appreciate
like,
that, man.
This man doesn't want to.
And that shit changed my life, bro. It's probably saved my life, honestly. That shit is amazing, man.
You've done it for me.
It really is, because it's
without even remember.
But yeah, but this is why I get back to the memory thing. It's like we don't remember everything, man. We don't remember all of the good or all of the bad. It's like, why do we focus on the bad so much and blame shit in our past rather than reflecting and gleaning the positive out of it? Like I said, like I think if it was someone I didn't trust and respect as much as you, if they said that, I might have been offended. See, I might have attacked or defended.
This is what I love, because now this goes back to the young warrior thing, the minuscule of people we had, and we might have not even realized some of the shit that was being said, because we thought we shouldn't respect that person because maybe it wasn't cool what they were doing. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers are 10,000 years ahead of us.
Yeah, and they're dropping knowledge on
we're
you.
Just like this fucking guy, he's annoyed.
Like they're like they're trying to guide you in their way, and sometimes the way ahead of us. And sometimes the way is like, oh yeah, whatever.
They're trying to help us catch up. Yeah, wasn't even racing us.
Yeah, and that's the craziest shit,
fucking
man.
Cool. Getting ready to play pin.
But that's why I think what you do is amazing because leading by example is the way, man.
Hey, who the fuck am I to say?
You're working out, you're busting your ass, you're improving yourself, you know?
Going, yeah.
Well, like I think you said it too. It's like, yeah, if I came around and I wasn't doing shit, I'm telling people to do shit. Why would they do it?
I wouldn't listen to it.
But that's why I think when we were coming up, it was like that kind of. That's what it felt like. Anyway. It was like some people were telling us not to do something. Meanwhile, they're doing it, and you're like, "Wait, what? Don't do that." But you do that. So, what?
Don't do as I. What was that? Don't do as I.
Don't do as I say.
Do as I say.
Or don't do as I do. Do as I say. Yeah.
Weird statement.
That's a weird statement, and that's one we got to delete, bro.
That's like a.
Where's the delete button? Delete.
Dude, wait a minute. Remember we talked about the prison thing today?
Yeah.
Like self-prison.
Yeah.
I think those little phrases start the building of a prison.
I
don't know, but I'm just thinking I think psychology-wise.
Yeah, I think you're right, bro.
Some observation.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was a lot going on.
Because then whoever's saying that is fighting an uphill battle now as their words aren't followed. But it's like, there's no example to follow. So what am I going to do? I think it creates like a... But I think a lot of those sayings are like that. Like
starting like an outline for you, and then you start outlining yourself for it.
It's like mantras, but it's a reverse of whatever opposite. You know, like a mantra is like a positive thing you say to yourself, or a tone. So I feel like there's negative mantras where people are saying, "Don't do as I do, do as I say," or same shit, different day. They create like the mantra of their life.
The dark side of the mantra.
It always happens to me. You know that shit, and then it's always happening.
Traffic guy,
and then you keep saying it.
It catch every light coming through this section every day.
Always get cut off.
I want to eat my own ass.
But I really feel like your words, man, they're powerful. They dictate a lot, and I feel like fundamentally that's what shifts first. Because the only way for you to do anything is you have to first believe that you can, then commit to it. Then learn how to do it, and then keep committing once you learn. I think that's like the key, though. It starts with mind, but it's weird. Like, does it start with mind?
No, it starts with a lot. It starts
because it's like almost becomes fluid. I think. I don't know. It gets weird, bro.
It starts with like everything.
Because I tried to reflect back at that time, and it was like,
be honest,
there's a lot, man. It's involved.
I was told by someone. Shouts to Pistol.
Pistol, man.
I was like 400 something pounds, and I was like, you know what? I had aspirations of what I really wanted to do, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
But and I just always was like, I'm gonna lose weight first, and I'm gonna figure it out. And he said, if you don't do everything at once, it's not gonna happen. And I didn't get that.
Yeah.
And I finally understood it when we started just going. Yeah. And everything just was like. And then we learned how to juggle, and we went, what the fuck? We're juggling all the time.
Yeah.
And now we figured out a weird blueprint of actually juggling. And we just turned it into everything else. Like, it was just cool. But I understood it more of just trying to like stop just doing this thing because maybe you're being insecure because of that. Yeah. And you don't want to do that yet because of that. Yeah. But that's you.
Yeah. You're one whole thing.
Hey, you're a fucking fat guy. It's okay. Or like you're whatever. Yeah. Fucking figure it out, dude. Yeah. And why not just do what you do while you're figuring it out?
Yeah.
That might help you figure it out.
Dude, I think it's such solid advice, too.
It's awesome.
Like you move like a unified entity. Like everything goes together. It's like, but I feel like that's how shit is. It's like momentum, bro. Like, you know how it is. Like if you get a good workout in, it's like, oh, I could do anything right now. I could fucking get some shit done. You get like a flow going. Or if you just have like a nice routine, it like kind of gets shit going, and then everything kind of goes together.
Whatever you feel like gets you going, that's like a nice routine. Like, there's also what gets you going into routines.
Yeah, routine. Yeah, exactly. And that's a thing to break, man.
So it's
the
cool,
routines,
but you gotta
I like that
observe
word,
and learn.
routine.
Yeah, it's cool.
I wrote that down. But yeah, that's just dope.
but you groove yourself into a routine.
Yeah, and like you were saying, it starts so small. Like a small habit goes into fucking
The mini schools, man.
yeah, it goes into everything. Like you could like start running, not running, but walk for 1 block, turn around.
Yeah.
And do that 3-4 times a week.
Fucking go outside
Whatever.
and walk up and down your stairs, man.
But yeah, it's like
I'll be honest.
but people don't realize that compounding works like that. Like little things compound into bigger things.
Start with everything. Like start with what you got, man.
Yeah, and it starts so small. You don't need equipment. You don't need anything. You just start. And you start where you're at with what you have. I think it's Arthur Ashe. It's a quote. He says, "Start where you're at with what you have."
Ooh.
I always thought that shit was dope
Because that's
like,
a foundation.
Because it's foundation. It's like you're like, oh, if I had this, I'd do this. It's like, is that true though? If you had that, would you
How
do?
You know you're gonna do anything?
Yeah. You have to establish something. You have to have things going already, and then once you get it, you're like, "Oh, this is now a tool."
You have to be a tool.
Yeah,
don't be a tool.
Don't be a tool. And then tools are extensions of yourself. Like you write in a notebook, that's the pen is an extension of you, and the words on the paper an extension of your thought. You know, I feel like and it all starts so small, and that's the craziest shit. Like each word is made of one letter.
Yeah, man, and you practice a word, man. It's like word to self. Like,
yeah, dude, that's fundamental,
it's so
man.
big, man. Like,
yeah, the way you talk to yourself is how you'll act. Like you were saying about the judging things. Like I feel like some people can't even be themselves alone, which is terrifying to me.
No, so why
like
are you
some
go
people
somewhere else?
Yeah,
be yourself, man.
It's like I can dance. If you can dance alone, you'll probably be more likely to dance around people. You could talk to yourself alone. You could talk around people.
It's okay to have your own fluidity, your own movements. You don't need to know how to.
When you're home alone, you don't need to judge yourself. No one's around, and you could practice weird shit, and no one will ever know what you're doing, dude. You could literally, you could go up on the wall and just fall, just like, oh shit.
What's he doing? The Ric Flair.
Yeah. You could write words down and then throw them in the garbage. No one even has to see the words. You just
needs to see anything.
You throw them away. You hide the notebook. Boof it.
I'll be honest. You know, I remember as a kid, me and my cousin, we got put in some like therapies and stuff, and then stuff like that. So, but one of the things was like letters to self.
Yeah.
And then you burn them.
I think that's a good practice.
It was cool.
It
taught me a lot.
I've never done that. But what does it feel like? Is it like releasing? Like you write down a memory or a bad
write down anything.
So anything real, bad thought or like anger,
anything that happened that's really bothering you.
Yeah.
What you need to write and get off.
Yeah.
And you burn it, man.
Dude, I like that practice, man. That sounds dope.
Man. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna have to try that. Let go of some of my current anger.
No, really. It's beautiful.
It's not even. It's just so weird describing emotions. Like I'm not angry.
You know what's crazy?
I guess I'm trying to describe something that feels.
It's another to me. A blank piece of paper is a mirror.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be other shit too, but it's still a mirror, man.
Yeah.
It's a billboard for the conscious.
Yeah.
Shirts, man. You know, like you like to represent you. You know.
Yeah.
And you could do that through a lot of things. But sometimes it might have to get where only you and you need to know.
Yeah.
You know, and it's okay.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome.
And like to burn it is also like it was I didn't know, you know, and my cousin ended up not going, you know, a lot of our outsiders were making fun of it and whatnot. And
of the therapy?
Yeah, just what it was and stuff. But it was, you know, a lot went on.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are frozen there still.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what I think I've been thinking about a lot is like the avoidance. Like people, I feel like there's like responses to trauma. Like when shit happens, some people avoid it and some people resent it.
I got something cool.
Or maybe there's maybe something in between.
We need to understand our keys on our janitor belt, man. Don't be afraid to be a janitor sometimes, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those keys are important.
Yeah.
So like when is avoidance key?
Yeah.
You got it on you.
Yeah, you got it on.
But you need to understand when you got
what to
that
avoid.
door is necessary to open, like, and what are you avoiding and why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And also why are you approaching something and why are you approaching something?
Yeah.
And then that's I don't know. Maybe you should approach avoidance. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like,
no, it depends. I really think it depends on what happened and how it was, like,
oh yeah.
but I feel like there's ways where people don't ever release, like the releasing of it. Because obviously the past happened. That's where we come from. But it's like, if you can't release it and let it just be, like, okay, regardless of the past happened, here you are. And here you stand, regardless of what happened.
Even if it is like necessary to go back.
Yeah.
I think you need to get, I don't want to say it like that, but I think it's good to find a true balance. You don't want to go in biased, or
Yeah.
you need to really go in and see what's going on, like see what's going on with yourself, and then branch out. Like,
yeah, it's like a zoomed out perspective. Like, you kind of start seeing things from all angles and you go, oh shit, like it wasn't my fault, or this wasn't because of me. This is because of this outstanding situation. But that was them then, or that was that situation then, and here I am,
or it
it
is your fault, and maybe whatever it may be. Like,
but you have to
know, like, you got to really look at it.
Like, be aware and understand.
I feel like it's a lot of a sports analysis get too much time to be biased with their team.
Yeah.
And we all have that in us.
Yeah,
so
we all have a little bias. We all have bias,
Yeah, we do, man. But
I think
it's like, I'll be honest, like, we talk about it. We weren't open, even though we're all deep friends, we weren't all open with each other, man.
No.
We weren't even open with ourselves.
Yeah.
Let alone fucking going, yo, man. No, like, we were just all chilling in silence, waiting for some type of altering of the mind to come around.
Yeah.
And whatever that was, it was cool. But then we had a togetherness of just like, we don't know.
Yeah.
Unknown shit was just our togetherness, for a while. But we all knew we kind of had each other. And it was cool. Like, that's why I think it's good to have a core foundation, man, of people.
Yeah.
And environment and just understanding, man.
I think it's just
it's a blast.
It really is. And it's like, it really releases a lot. Like, all that stuff that, the criticism you get as a kid, like the judgment, you remember it, but you go, okay, well, does that matter now?
Yeah.
I can change. I don't have to be the way, like, no one's critiquing me now except for me.
Mm-hmm.
You create it. And I feel like you said, like, releasing it, like literally burning it, whatever it is holding you back. And just honest self-reflection, man, knowing that, sometimes you did shit that you didn't agree, or that if you look back now, you're like, oh, I was a piece of shit or something. But it's like, no, you made a mistake and you acted in a certain way, and here you are now. You can be better. We can always be better, man. And we can always do better than those that harmed us.
It's beautiful.
The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. That's a quote by Marcus Aurelius.
And that's cool, because we've been talking a lot about matching energy.
Yeah.
Like, why match it?
I don't want to match your energy.
We don't need to, man.
Yeah. I don't want to stoop down, and it just gets to a point. It's like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna do the best I can, but that's all I can do. I don't want to get down on your level. I don't want to go tit for tat.
It's crazy that we're to that level.
Yeah.
Because it's just cool, man. It's cool to see, man.
No, it's beautiful. Really cool, man. It really is awesome, man.
It's cool to witness, like, your true friend, your true brother kind of evolve,
Yeah, and you too, bro. You're dedicated. I don't know. I just admire a determination, man. Like, coming, you're a heavier dude, and you're fucking coming from a lot and breaking a lot of those habits and chains. There's a lot, man. The shit gets deep, because it's like,
that's what makes me think of now that, we had that cathedral conversation, which really blew my mind. I know yours too. About, like, just, that's what I wanted. And wait, say what? Whatever. Say what the.
Oh, I didn't even start with that.
What is the?
This one? Oh, where is it?
I don't want to say it.
Where is that?
Because that is awesome. But this is going into that now.
Oh,
That's why I really want to hear
it. This is the beginning of infinity. How are you feeling?
How you feeling?
I like that.
That is amazing.
Well, yeah, the beginning of infinity,
but I
man.
feel like that with breaking chains and shit. I have like my youngest nephew just sent me a picture today. He's at 224 his weight, and he got up to like about 300 pounds.
Yeah,
and he's a teenager.
That's good shit, man.
So, and that was a lot of, off and on. Like I feel like we'll break a chain and then attach one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So until you really, it's hard, but you gotta. It's when you realize it's nonstop, that's when you go, okay.
Yeah.
The beginning of infinity.
Yeah.
And how the fuck am I feeling is let's go. Like it's amazing. So it's fucking so that's like something we, and it's beautiful because I wanted to really do that for the young warriors to not have to struggle as much in breaking the chains because it's strenuous, man. It's but keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
Keep going, pushing. Man. And it's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
it is, but it's supposed to.
But it's supposed to. But
it's not supposed to.
And progress doesn't happen overnight, man. Don't think that
it's
you
not
can
supposed to feel
push-ups today and have fucking.
This guy was here when I literally could not mountain climb.
Yeah,
I definitely couldn't side mountain climb. I couldn't plank, couldn't side plank, and you stuck with me, man.
And you worked at it, bro. And
I appreciate that so much because I've been around a lot of people that didn't. And I thought I needed someone to stick with me, but it's good to have a warrior by your side in battle, man.
Yeah,
that shit's fucking,
at least just to lay a
crazy.
Lay a foundation,
shit's fucking crazy.
Because like once the foundation's laid, you're doing it on your own, and you know what I mean. But it's good to have that initially, just to get the groove going and just commit, man. Commitment is the biggest. Commitment is the igniter of motivation. I love that quote. I really think that's it. You just gotta go. I'm doing 10 whatever your exercise is, an hour, 10 minutes. You can do 1 minute. It doesn't fucking matter.
Whatever you gotta do.
10 push-ups. I'm gonna do 10 push-ups today. Commit.
Boom.
And then when you get to your bed and you don't go, I did 10 push-ups today, then you gotta sleep with that.
Or you gotta do 10 push-ups. With that.
You do 10 push-ups. Because that's why I really feel like confidence comes from that. The commitment to self. And the honoring of the commitment to self. When you say, I'm going to do this and you do it, how good do you feel, bro? Come on. That shit is amazing feeling when you go, I'm going to do this and then you do it. It's just like, wow, that's fucking dope. Whew. And it's something so simple. 10 push-ups, workout, I'll write, I'll walk.
Anything.
Yeah. Just to check the box.
Like you said, check the box.
And then your confidence will go, whoa, I said something and I did it. I'm in control of this fucking vehicle now, boy. I'm the pilot.
Check the box, bro.
Check the box. I really feel like that's important, man. Checking boxes. No, you don't have to be physical boxes. It does feel good.
Well, it's good to write it.
Write it down. Have a little list. Scratch it off. Check it. Whatever. Like just writing it. Read it.
Shit down. It's just a reassurance, man.
Yeah.
It's to help. It's to help yourself hold yourself responsible. And accountable because I do it a lot sometimes, man. I still will try to manipulate my system, my own system, my own little filter
you try
system.
To go, all right,
I'll still try to get away with shit.
Tinker
but
with
then the practices have been so intense that myself won't even allow me. Shit,
it's like you can't take.
We talk about the burning shit now. I get this burning. Oh whoa! Okay, this is wrong.
Something's up. Like my energy's on fire right now.
All right, I'm fucking up because I knew I didn't like this no more. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like a reminder. I think it's awesome, bro. I really do. I think it's like you just do. This is a routine versus routine. I
love that.
The routine. Awesome. Yeah, because the routine is like you break those old habits and you go, I'm gonna transform this habit into a new one, or you can add it into the habit. You like playing fucking video games, do some squats between rounds,
squats,
do some push-ups.
You get your ass kicked, do some squats because you sucked at the game.
Do 12 push-ups.
Do 12.
Do a push-up for every death in Call of Duty.
I think it's really good to make yourself earn something. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, and it's okay to reward yourself.
Yeah,
but in a healthy way, of course. Like you gotta there's like discipline is it's just one side of it. It's like you discipline yourself, but you also reward yourself.
No, you have to.
Because you go, okay, if I want that, I have to do.
That's why I
you
just
set like a
like,
rule, like
eat what you want in
yeah.
like a day or two here. Like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, eat clean 5 days a week.
You restrict 5 days,
yeah.
right? So
It's
80%.
80%
Yeah,
is good,
you're
man.
good.
And that's how simple it is. 80%. You do 5 days a week. 2 days is 20%. I don't know, probably not exactly, but something like
hey,
that.
fuck it.
Close enough. Close enough.
Quick math.
Hey, quick math. Who knows?
Fuck it. I don't know.
But I don't know. It's something like that. Who knows? But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be every day. Like,
No.
If you miss Sunday, if you work 7 days a week, you miss Saturday or Sunday, and you're like, oh, I'll start next year. It's like, nah, bro.
Important for the rest.
Yeah, the rest is important, but also like forgiving yourself in motion. Like, let's say you missed a day of working out where you did say you were gonna work. I'm gonna work out today. It's whatever. Day was busy, or you're just not feeling it, and so just try again tomorrow. Like, you don't have to wait till next Monday. If it's if you miss a Monday, if you miss a Monday and then it's Tuesday, you're like, oh, I didn't work out yesterday. I'll start next week.
Don't
like,
fall
nah,
into
don't
like
do that.
A case of the fuck it.
Yeah, no fuck it, man. The fuck is that'll kill you. The next weeks and the tomorrows, those will kill you.
You're making fun of people who are trying to do good.
Well, yeah, everyone.
You tried to do good.
Everyone does that though. We'll take an extra day off and you just go, whatever. No, I'm not gonna start next Monday. I'm gonna start this today. I'm gonna start right now. Or right when you think of it. And I think that shit is important. Forgiving yourself as you move forward. Like, oh, I ate a fucking donut, so I'm just gonna wait till you know what it is, like that mentality where like I already ate this shit. I'm gonna fucking
no, you know what's cool is I think now is like we appreciate the little snacks now. Like,
yeah. Whereas the snacks were like the main meal, now it's like a snack is a treat.
Like, they were nonstop. I didn't even know what the fuck.
Yeah.
You just had them. You were eating them. You weren't even like enjoying them. But now it's cool. You eat one Oreo or a chocolate, and you're like, "Whoa,
yeah,
this shit tastes
special.
Crazy." No wonder why this thing is fucking getting devoured.
Yeah, it's like it makes everything special.
So it's cool to make things special, man. Like it's cool to like. I think we approach a lot of things like it's new all the time too. Yeah, and that's what's fun.
And honestly, like
we have fun, man.
And that's I think it's so funny you say fun because I was about to say like. The way you use language is fun.
It is.
Like our broccoli exercise, the filter.
Yeah.
We think our jobs are quests or our whatever we're gonna do. I'm going on the gym quest or
I'm going on a quest.
I'm going to work with Jim Royal's quest. OP.
I love these guys.
No, it's awesome, bro. It's like
shouts to bread cheese.
Shouts out to bread cheese. Bread cheese is dope.
Traffic Pete.
But yeah, man, people having fun, man. It's just so important just to add fun things in it. It's not all fun. Like, working out's not fun all the time, but it's just a part. It's a part of everything, but you make it as enjoyable. Like, I don't know. It sounds like almost like a game in a way.
It is a game, man.
Yeah, it's all fucking, like you said, I'm the my player 2K, bro.
I was
2K my player.
I was literally buzzer beaters, that
3, 2.
I had seasons, man. Seasons going on, fucking
no, it's so
crazy
dope, bro.
shit. But it's just,
but I really
crazy.
feel like that's what changed. I think I told you this story like when I was 19 and I was like realized how deep I was in this World of Warcraft shit, bro. I was so addicted to that shit. I was like, bro,
it was Quest though.
But it was Quest, yeah.
It was a social networking like practice.
Yeah.
Social like communication practice,
Yeah.
Like
definitely. I learned a lot of
imagination practice.
I learned a lot
of. There's a lot of
reading,
cool creative practices and people practice.
No, I had a lot of fun on it.
It's amazing, dude. The platforms are amazing.
It started deteriorating my body, and I realized.
But yeah, I mean, of course, if that's like a thing that's anything could be like basketball.
Yeah, I feel like
to me,
I've been thinking of this thing
a lot
about
of injuries for no reason. I wasn't going pro.
Yeah,
but it was like,
yeah,
it was a love. It was a outlet.
Yeah,
and like video game, the Warcraft, like whatever it may be.
Yeah,
that's an outlet.
But that's where I stole the concept of the little things.
Yeah,
because that's how I started. Because I'm like, yo, I'm out of shape. I just had this realization. I remember I was just so depressed, and that's all I would do. I would work, come home, play World of Warcraft. I was just like,
but you weren't depressed while you're playing Warcraft.
Yeah, I wasn't. But then when I would stop, it was like depression. It was like, but I realized what it was. My body and my mind were just like, melting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was your dopamine.
So in
whatever.
a way, I had to get rid of that because I was spending like fucking
Oh, yeah.
20
But
hours.
there was consuming.
Like, no, I was spending, I'll be honest, like probably a whole work week on that shit every week.
Oh, no, easy.
So 40, 60 hours a week, bro, on a
Putting
game.
overtime in.
You know what I mean? So I knew I had to get rid of it, but I used one of the concepts in there, which is like the leveling up system, because I thought it was dope. Like, and that's when I started watching parkour videos, and I was like, dude, this I would love to do. And that was my goal. And then it was like 2000, so or 2010, and there was allowed to just talk about 2012 being the end of the world.
I remember we.
So I used that as fuel, bro. I'm like, end of the world. I'm
come over because you started making. You got me into like spinach,
yeah,
and like smoothies.
Make smoothies.
But then we would. It was crazy. Didn't realize what the fuck was going on, but then you were like, "Hey, you want one of these smoothies? You want some spinach and rice?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, kale."
Yeah, kale and rice. I eat a lot of
kale and rice, and I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it." Yeah. And then we would watch Ninja Warriors when it was on that weird channel.
Yeah, dude, that
GSM, was it?
G4, I think
G4,
it was really on. That was like my favorite channel too. It was a gamers channel,
and we would watch that, and it was cool.
Yeah, shit. And that shit provided me fuel. But then I took that little leveling system. I'm like, yo, so if I start a little thing, just like my little character in this game is crafting stuff.
Yeah, man.
I could craft my body.
You get to build your own.
Increase my strength and agility and dexterity and intelligence. And I start reading because I was like, I could become smarter if I read. And I get buy a book because I'm like, yo. And like you said, it all went together. It was like all together. It was like, all right, well, I quit this game, so I have all this time now.
It's a lot of time.
A lot of fucking time, dude.
It's a lot of time.
A lot of time, man. I was putting.
And I ain't gonna lie, for a while I got into 2K.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah, but I think.
But it was during the depression time. That was that, and that was like a dopamine. Like, and then you said, realizing how much time you really are on is when you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Just like with anything. Like, oh, wait a minute. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time, man.
There was a lot of time, and I could have been
doing that, but I'm grateful for it because it really taught me a lot.
But then now what we get to do in life is manage it, because that's still a fun thing for us.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, dude, I want to play some freaking Call of Duty.
Play some Call of Duty for a little bit.
You want to go shoot hoops? You want to go throw the football, throw the frisbee?
Go for a hike. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It can always be an activity
throw
if you want.
Throw a freaking lamb off a bridge.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the whole day, though. You know, like, it's just all balanced, man. It really is. But I really feel like the fundamentals are just starting really small, you know. Start really small and work your way up, work your way down, whatever it is.
And that comes back to when we were first talking, and when I wasn't smoking or whatever, and had to go through a deep transition in the life there. And that comes back to you were like, yo, bro, just set little goals, man. Like, set weird little goals. Literally started with, let me get the yard done today.
Yeah.
Let me clean house.
Dude, I remember that time, dude. I would come over every day.
Every time something else was done.
Yeah. I was like, yo, bro, you doing some shit? He's like, yeah.
And then I literally
kicked them all out. Yo, that was, I'm telling you, dude, that was the most impressive. Like, I'll be honest, dude, you literally cleaned everything. You're like, yo,
I literally was like, skidoo.
Now get out.
And my life never been the same since.
Hey, how fucking amazing, man.
That was awesome.
So it's all the momentum, bro. You just took it and gathered, and then you just like a ball of steam, bro. You're like, I'm going to college, man. I'm like, good shit, bro.
And I learned like it was weird because I didn't tell anyone, you know, because I was like, that was like the first time I started looking in the mirror, bro. Like, you know, fucking 19, man, just got fucking put on random drug test probation. Couldn't even really party like I wanted to.
Yeah.
And everyone was just getting deep into the party, and like that was like the cool thing about it. And I'm like, it was almost like nature was like, nah.
Yeah, you gotta avoid
hold up, bro.
You gotta avoid that.
Because you're gonna go hard. Whatever you're about to go into, you're gonna go hard.
Yeah.
And if it was that, I'd have been dead easy.
Yeah.
Because so whatever it was. That's what I like to look at it now. Like, hey, I'm blessed. Fuck that. That was a pain in the ass. Yeah. It was at the time, man. I can't fucking party. Fuck. Can't do shit. But then it was like, oh, wait, I got blessed like a motherfucker, bro. Yeah. So just all that was just amazing, man.
No,
that was amazing, dude.
So amazing, man.
Didn't want to tell no one because it was still, I had to find some shit, man.
Yeah.
You had to sit in the mirror.
No, I think
it was me and my dog, bro. We went for walks.
I really feel like the importance of solitude, man, to reflect on what you're doing. Like, I really feel like that's so important. I feel like that's something that we're losing, you know, solitude, like
Whew.
just a little time to be alone and reflect and think and gather your thoughts. It's like there's something that's so beautiful about it.
But I think, like you said before, a lot of people are afraid to be in that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now they feel like the prisoner of their prison.
There's a guy named Pascal. I don't know his first name, but he said something like, "All of men's problems arise from the inability to sit in a room alone,
Whew.
sit by himself in a room or something like that." But yeah, something like that. And, I think about that because I really think that's what helped me a lot too. Is really just
Sitting alone.
like fully feeling things.
No, everything. Like you said, dude,
You
going through it.
You gotta feel some.
Like
It gets deep, man. I think without avoiding the feeling.
It's cool. When it comes time to go through something that we imagine going through it.
Yeah.
But we imagine that it would never, like you don't even know. You just until you're in it going through it. You learn a lot of shit, man.
No, you really do. And if you really sit with it and don't try to pretend like it's not like I said, that's the avoidance shit I talk about. It's like to pretend it's not happening is, I think, terrible. To avoid the sadness or the anger, that shit builds up in you. I'm sure me and you were similar in that we had the bottling.
We did.
I would bottle shit. I would literally just tuck it in there.
How many times have we been around one of each other punching a wall?
Yeah.
Or smashing a controller?
Yeah, because we're in there fucking bottling shit in.
That was just representation of fucking what we just been bottling for years. That was little outlets to really let it go.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, whoa, what is this? Man?
Yeah,
this is dangerous.
Yeah.
What is this going to be in 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
These little bursts. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's over time you learn either two things. You either keep doing that or you learn to channel it. That's why I wrote that thing on the board, sublimation, turning negative emotions into positive thoughts, processes, and creation. What?
Is that the definition that was under it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was trying to figure out sublation. Before I sublimation before.
So all right, so this it gets deep, bro. You want to talk about some
there's
alchemical psychology? So this guy named Carl Jung, right? They do with the Red Book.
Okay,
remember? We gotta get that book. I actually found. It sounds crazy, but there's a book of his. It's $200.
Let's go.
I want to buy it.
Let's go get it.
It's called Alchemy and Psychology. That's where I got that word from.
Okay.
So
that was the book where they were just like jotting. Is that the one you said?
No, that's the Red Book.
That's the Red Book?
Yeah, the Red Book. But yeah, we got to get that one. That one's deep, though. I read I didn't finish the book. I read like parts of the PDF, and it's crazy. There's some he draws pictures in it.
Yeah, we need that.
He has this story, man. It's crazy, man. It really is.
We need that.
But he has this idea like alchemy. Alchemy is like this ancient magic science. Okay. It's what founded chemistry. Like the book The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's all about that. Like these guys, they were like clandestine magicians, religious people, but no one knew what they did. They were like scientists that were tinkering around and shit. And they wrote this doctrine, and it was like about purifying metal into gold, turning lead into gold. Now, on the surface, they're talking about a process of turning metal lead into gold, liquid gold. But on a deeper level, what Carl Jung says is they were actually talking about a mental transformation process. So sublimation is the process of burning off the excess. You're like taking off the negative emotion and leaving all the positive behind. They had like I don't know the process. I need to read the book, but it's based on this alchemical process.
Back to the burning and shit.
Yeah. They have like these ideas, man. It's like they would burn something, then they would mix a catalyst in with it, then they would melt the catalyst off, then they would purify it. They had like these steps, but then Carl Jung said that this is actually a metaphor for the mind and the soul. Like they weren't talking about literal metal. Maybe they were, but they were also talking about the mental.
Okay.
Like if you could distill your lead mind, your heavy, dark, dirty mind into liquid gold. Would you say I got handfuls of gold? Really, bro. Alchemical as fuck.
That shit's
Alchemical as fuck, boy.
That's crazy.
No, but really, man, I love the idea though.
No, but I feel like that.
You purify your thoughts through fire and melting away of certain things, and then bringing it back together, and then doing it again, and all of a sudden you have this gold, this little nugget of gold just floating around, because now you extracted you took the bad from the good, and now all you have is this good part, this fucking gold.
Yeah, you break down metal and all that into a lot of shit.
Man. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Or like, whatever it may be, like you said, the lead or whatever that may be. Mm.
Yeah, I love the concept because I think it's.
But think of the
concrete, you know,
the temperatures of self that you have to get into.
Yeah, and that's where
you gotta get to the core.
It gets to the core.
Burning,
cataclysmic catalyst. Something fucking just explodes on you. You're like, oh shit. Mm. Yeah, I think about this shit, man, because it's like you said, we've been in the fires, man. We were in there. Rock bottom's hot, you know. That shit is hot as fuck. It will make you want to do some crazy shit. And
which is cool about that night.
Yeah.
With the freaking fire and the freaking.
Oh man, that changed that night. Combined with what you said to me prior to that night, and then just that night committing and going, yeah, this is a new life from here on out. This is new.
Yeah, that was it.
Taking some
animals
mushrooms,
were with us,
hanging out around a fire,
and just being
together, man. It was power.
Whew.
So I get chills thinking about that, bro, because
that night was
that shit changed everything.
You know what was cool was I respect you because I felt bad because, like everyone went out. You remember? Everyone was like, we're going out. And I'm like, I was just talking about how I've been trying to get away from like drinking and shit and just a lot. And it was cool, man. We just hung out.
Yeah, I felt like I needed that though.
Craziest wake up fucking.
It was like boom. I was like, whoa,
you know what I mean?
Here we are.
Don't do drugs, kids.
I mean,
by yourself.
Find the experience.
You gotta have a good. Honestly, though, you gotta have a good quest buddy, man.
Yeah, a good quest buddy, man.
It's
just
fun.
Know where you're getting your stuff from. If it's anything, I mean, people. See, it's crazy when they tell. I remember Dare, man. They would just say, "Don't do drugs. They're bad. They're all bad." But that was a lie. Because not all drugs are bad. There's a reason people do them.
People are freaking.
So I feel like that whole Dare program maybe made a lot of people curious about drugs that weren't curious before, because they're rebellious as fuck. They're like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm gonna do all the drugs.
Don't do
Dewey Cox them, bro. I'm out here Dewey Cox on the streets, bro. Like, what do you got? I want all the drugs. It's just like, what drugs you got? All of them.
I want all the drugs.
How much money?
None of this here, Dewey. This is all the drugs.
But no, I feel like that, man, and I feel like just say no thing is damaging, because the first time you smoke weed, you're like, this isn't bad.
This isn't bad.
I'm not dead, and I'm not knocking in the couch. I'm playing basketball with my friends, and I'm high as fuck. Yeah, dude. And everything's slow motion. It's like, oh, this is cool.
What the hell? They said acid was the devil.
Yeah, the acid's the devil.
I'm throwing frisbee and laughing.
I'm going to heaven.
I'm trying to pet a deer. I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, man.
Oh man.
But yeah, if you get drugs, all drugs, know where you're getting them from. Know if the person's trustworthy. Definitely. If it's powder, test the shit out of that.
Honestly,
test all that shit.
It's
I know
okay. It's cool to test your shit.
Yeah, test your shit, man. Go to dancesafe.org, bro. They got test kits. They're like $20. Save your fucking life. Like, for real. This shit is, it's no joke, man.
They really
but obviously, we all done drugs. We all will do drugs, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's a generalization.
No, dude,
we all do a drug or another.
Be honest, man. You're gonna
sugar, caffeine, nicotine, pancake batter, whatever. Drugs are drugs.
It's fun to experiment and experience, but also be respectful of yourself, man.
Be respectful, be safe, and
don't just do it because maybe a lot of people are doing it right there.
And just try to catch the habit before it gets too heavy,
Because when I'm at the party, I bring my own slice.
What is that? The chains of habit are too light to feel until they're too heavy to break.
Whew.
I love that quote. I forget who said that. I have it written down.
That's powerful.
But I feel like that. Like, catch your habits. That's something that I feel like held me back for a while, was my habits. I had, like, drinking was probably the worst one, honestly.
Yeah, drinking.
It was so.
I think only because all my like framework of my conscience would disappear, and I would just have like no rules, no
Yeah, no
morals.
rules. Everything breaks
It
down.
would just be kind of
Yeah, everything gets funky
and then if I wasn't good, I just really wasn't good.
yeah, because then you're in a bottle.
And then like, what are you drinking for?
Yeah, what are you drinking for? It's a celebration. You're just drinking to drink. But I really feel like that's important, man. Just making sure things don't become habits, and if they are starting to become habits, you got to figure out why, and then
No, exactly.
sometimes you got to step away from everything for a while. It's like, well, I know when I quit smoking, I couldn't be around people that smoke because it was triggering as fuck. I'm like, I just had it. I had like a thing in my mind where I'll just ask him for a cigarette.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, I can't even put myself around that and give my mouth an opportunity to say those words.
Plus, like you're kind of gonna take over yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Until you build up that the discipline.
No, yeah.
The no in your mind, like, no, I'm not.
You'll know like when you could be around something that you're trying not to be around.
Yeah, once you conquer that.
Because you don't know if you could even control yourself.
Yeah, and make sure people respect that too, because some people will try to drag you back even though you're telling them one thing, They're like, oh, come on, it's just one, or like that shit. I feel like that shit's so harmful, Like you can either remove yourself from all the people doing it, or maybe even afterwards you go, hey, this person was trying to tempt me the whole fucking time.
Dude,
is that my friend?
Yeah, actually, you will learn a lot about someone else when you are trying not to do something.
Yeah, it exposes a lot.
Because it gets hard because they start playing the little devil on your shoulder and shit. And they want you.
Just one drink,
come
buddy.
on, man. Because, or, just one line.
Just one line, dude. But yeah, I think it's so, there's so much involved, man. But it all starts small,
No, it does, man.
Quitting, starting, it's all small.
It's minuscule.
Minuscule.
It's a
mini school. I really think mini school is dope, man.
Profess yourself.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful to have you as a brother, as a friend, fellow warrior. Dude, in everything, man.
It's awesome, man.
We're just in it, and it's beautiful. It really
Still
is.
Building.
And things.
That's cool.
And man, things are slow. Progress is slow as
but it's not
has
slow,
to be.
Man.
It sounds weird, but progress is as slow as it has to be.
You know what? It's gonna align
the process
anyway.
Yeah.
Just patience.
Yeah,
man.
patience and process.
Learn
and
your anxiousness.
Go through it.
Learn when you need to assert. Because anxiousness could be really good, but it could be a nuisance to yourself.
Yeah, it definitely can.
Because I know I get I feel like I'm trying to conquer 10,000 years in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow.
We got a lot to untangle.
Yeah, dude. So there's a lot of undoings.
Yeah, unlearning, man. Unlearning's big. Unlearning, the deprogramming. Like we've programmed ourselves and we've been programmed a certain way, and it takes a while to. If it took you 28, 30 years to get to where you're at, how long is it going to take for you to change? It's not going to be a day.
No, it's not going to
be a week.
It might be a undoings, man.
It might be a month. It might be 5 years. It might be 10. You don't know.
It could be another 30 years.
But it'll be way shorter than 30, I think.
But it will be.
I really think it would be shorter.
I think it's going to be it's going to be.
Come on, man. Like, you think. Like, when was the last time you were 230? What are you, 230, 220 something?
Yeah, like 236.
236. Whatever. So when was the last time you were 236?
I got weighed for football in 6th grade, and I was fucking 220. I was 224.
Oh wow!
I remember because I had to go down to Hanover to play football. I couldn't play at Pop Warner up here.
Yeah.
So we had to go to Hanover, the Hanover Tigers, for unlimited league, and we were like 6th grade playing with like fucking these big ass kids because we were big, but it was so I was like 224 in 6th grade. So middle school I was easy 3 something, easy. I just kept getting bigger and bigger,
Yeah, man. Just look what you've done in like 2.5 years.
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
It's been crazy.
You're back to where you were at 12 or so years ago. No, not 12. What is that?
Yeah, like 15
years ago. So it's like, that shit's big, man.
Oh, it is.
That shit's really big.
It's crazy.
That's fucking huge. And just think, like,
yeah, that's
so I really think it's faster to undo.
No, it is.
It takes a lot of work. And like you said, pain. Pain is a part of the process.
There's a lot, man.
You'll be sore sometimes.
You're going to be fucked up.
And you rest. And you like stretch and massage yourself.
Rest up.
Stretch, man. Everyone's
be honest. Resting up is
Rest.
It's so important, man.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You don't have to like just understand when you really need to, you know.
Yeah.
Your body will tell you. You know, you've helped me a lot with that. Like, we'll go hard. And it's like, it's okay to chill.
Those fucking, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it to be warm out here so we can medicine ball, man. Bro. Those medicine ball workouts were like the threshold. They're the threshold. You get there, you're like, ooh.
Dude, people
tossing that medicine ball.
People left us because of the medicine ball workout.
That show will put people down. But it really, you got to pace yourself and know, like,
no,
it took us time to
medicine ball workout at the volleyball.
At the volleyball in the sand, baby.
It's going.
But it took us time to build up to that stamina and that pace, the endurance. Like it took time.
Like, it was we
worked on it for a while.
We worked on what we could work on and then branched off.
Yeah, we processed and processed and processed. We got progress.
It's gonna be a whole nother fucking.
Yeah,
it still is.
Still in motion.
We've still been doing shit, you know.
It's all small, incremental, you know. It's incremental improvement.
That's another thing is we kind of predict our own weather a little more than we used to.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. We talk about it may come, like the sadness and but we filter it more now.
Yeah. Or more direct with it because we know what happens when we try to avoid.
We also have a lot of outlets too.
Yeah, we have outlets to express into and waste.
You know, we'll have a beast ass workout, smoke a joint, and be like, you know what? Yeah,
we're good.
And we'll get blessed with a breeze on a 98-degree day.
And you say thank you because that breeze is beautiful.
I got Nick Lachey pissing off the roof on me. Fucking hot as balls out.
Piss is actually cooler than just the air. That feels like a cold shower.
Fucking
Jack Frost did.
And you're just like, oh my God, we pushed through the workout.
Yeah. It's amazing, man.
You get blessed with this breeze from
like I said, the sense of just accomplishment and confidence you get from that, just knowing like you pushed it and now you're good. You drink your water, you hydrate, you rest, and you just go, all right, see what tomorrow's like. Let's see what it goes.
Let's see what it's about, man.
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
Beautiful, man.
It really is a small thing, man. The small things matter so much, and it's a push, man. It's good to have people around you pushing.
Nah, dude.
You don't have to be defensive and think it's an attack. It's not. It's just a push. People see your potential. They want you to do. They see. I've really took me so long to even understand that. I always thought like everything was like fucking jab at me, you know. I was always on the roast with my arms up, like, "Oh, what'd you say about me?" It's like, why don't you just sit back and think what they just said? Because that's important. Because what they're saying is important, and what you say is important. Because I remember at that time saying words that I wasn't committed to.
No.
And it was like I would say, "Oh, I want to do this," and it's like, but I wasn't holding myself accountable. And then when you come around holding me accountable, I'm like, "Oh, okay, shit." And I didn't take it as an attack, and I didn't run away. I said, "Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. I'm fucking disappointed in me."
No, dude.
But I think it starts there, you know.
I appreciate that someone. A lot of people don't take anything, you know, and we've been there. We didn't take shit well, and it's necessary because that just shows how much of like I don't know, just shows how much you care about yourself and care about someone else.
Yeah,
and it's okay. It's good to do that with your friends. Like I don't know. I wouldn't want someone around me who's not going to check me if I'm sitting here balls deep in a bag of Doritos every day or something, whatever it may be, like just whatever it may be that I know I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Where it used to be a real bad anchor of mine, whatever it may have been. Just really, I don't know. It's good to have that, dude.
No, it definitely is, man. Like I said, I think that's where I felt growth was right there because I was like, all right, I gotta start listening.
But it also taught us to be accountable, hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
Because now I can't hold someone else accountable if I'm not even holding myself accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was
I think that was really pivotal, man. It really,
man, it is. Man.
It really was. It changed a lot. Because
I got I got quite a bit of bodies on my record now for getting to quit cigarettes.
Yeah. That's good, man. It's a fucking good track record.
I got a body count.
Those things are fucking.
I'm coming for your lungs.
I'm coming for your lungs. I'm healing lungs out here.
I'm trying to get you healthy.
But yeah, man. I feel so much better, dude. Like it's
no,
crazy.
and I just
phenomenal.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
just
glad we got
appreciate
really
it.
healthy, man, because
No, I am too, man.
I'm appreciative for you because dude, we weren't healthy, man. We were
No,
not healthy.
no,
We
we
were
definitely.
smoking out of plastic bombs. And fucking
Yeah, just smoking out plastic
oh
bombs,
shit,
just
dude.
fucking smoking Black and Milds and shit, and
Fucking
fucking
wild.
cigarettes and
Drinking Four Locos and
drinking
smoking
Four
jazz with
Locos,
tips.
bro. Those are nasty.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just
Sorry, buddy.
yeah. But we're helping it now. You know, we're doing our work to fix.
No, we
We're like,
definitely put in a lot of work, man.
no, we definitely did. It's
And
crazy.
now
Man.
I'm gonna go eat an Oreo milkshake.
No,
And no, I'm just kidding.
it's just phenomenal, man.
No, it's
It's just
a
so
beautiful thing, man.
It really is, man.
Shouts to fucking Mac Miller. Everything's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
It really is, though, man.
But yeah, it really is, man. That's why I think I reflect the way I do now is because it was just small things, like
It's a blast.
it's just been fucking amazing, man. We live together. It's fucking awesome.
But we operate.
We have like a unit, like
Yeah, we're on it.
yeah. We know what needs to be done. We have.
We'll get it.
We all have our
No one's
space.
fucking perfect, but
Yeah.
like we know what we got to do.
Yeah,
We pretty much get it done.
we just
man.
keep it gelling, you know. We just
We do.
keep it
Man.
smooth. You
Everyone
know?
chills.
Yeah,
It's a very loving atmosphere, and
yeah. No,
I think it's so genuine. And I think we talked a lot about that. You know, it's good to love your home.
yeah.
Like,
Love your home.
and love your home, so you
Love
can
your
love
home.
you can have a home. Like,
Yeah, love your body,
because
man. Your body.
if you're not your home, you can't even be in a home. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Dude,
man.
I love that. That's fucking so true, bro.
I feel that, man.
Because I remember, like, I was like that. I felt like not home anywhere.
Dude,
'Cause I was at home myself.
Horrible. I was horrible, man. I was just horrible.
I was like, everywhere I went, I was fucking just on edge.
I was
and
a
fucked up.
horrible cloud, man.
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah.
and it was toxic.
Yeah.
It was, man. But I had to understand that I was that before I could go, let me not be that. You
Yeah.
know? Let me hold up.
Nah,
You know, so I don't know. It's cool.
No, it's a beautiful thing,
It's
man.
awesome.
I think we're doing good, man. We
fun.
continue doing it.
We're having a blast, man.
We're on our fucking way. It's I don't know, man. I love this shit.
I do.
I'm so excited.
You know, it's cool.
It's amazing.
Just something weird. This is gonna be it's mini school, you know.
Yeah.
And fuck if I say it wrong, it's right. But I like saying that, like, I gotta get to the studio.
Yeah.
Like I say that with pure confidence now.
Yeah.
Like I used to say it like,
Yeah.
so people would be like,
Yeah.
When I'm like, I'm going to the studio, they'd be like, oh, but now when I'm going, they go, okay,
Yeah. You're going
talk
to the
to you
studio.
later.
Yeah.
But before it'd be like little jabs and shit.
Yeah.
But now those lines were drawn with no, there's no more jabs.
Yeah.
But I realized I let it be open to take jabs because I was probably a jab myself.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't being real. I was a jab myself at anything I was doing because I wasn't really doing it. So I was like a jab in general. So why not jab at me?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, so who am I to be like, fuck you guys? But now I'm like, oh, okay. But now, since I'm like, all right, I'm doing the damn thing, whatever it may be, when I say it, I fucking mean it. And it's felt.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not going, oh, okay, oh, look, he's got to go do that. You know, like I said for the first time tonight, like, I got to go get ready for my podcast tonight.
Yeah.
But the way I said it was like, I got to really go get ready for my podcast.
I get ready for the podcast.
And they were just like, oh, okay. And they're like, all right, what is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
Like, da-da-da. And then I'm just gone. Like,
No, I think that's amazing.
so,
man.
but it like knowing how you're like, that comes back to word,
Mhm.
confidence in your
Yeah.
word.
You're like,
I used to say shit shaky and not and
Yeah.
hunched over because I didn't know. I was unsure. But
Yeah.
now being so sure
Yeah.
about something, you know, instead of just a fucking sure face.
Yeah.
But I'm super understanding and confident about my compass.
Yeah. No, I think it's
So now other people will just respect you because you're respecting yourself at a level of any disrespect you have is an ultimate disrespect now.
Mhm.
Because it's like, bro, whoa, You know?
And you go, what the fuck?
You ain't even gotta say that.
Yeah.
You just go, yo, whoa. Like,
Nah,
not even like it's just weird.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so amazing how that works too, because you even do it in your own mind, like when you disrespect yourself, you know, like you get into this.
You're gonna do it to yourself
Yeah,
constantly.
you'll constantly be just talking down to yourself, and that shit.
You're jab at yourself.
That shit's fucking.
But then it'll come to points when you can't even jab at yourself.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man, this motherfucker.
Yeah. You're like,
now you just you're sucking your own dick.
You're shadow boxing.
What else can you do for yourself? I mean, I'm jerking myself off under the fucking table at the restaurant. It ain't me.
You're doing good.
You know, I still got 2 hands on the table. They're like, how the fuck's he doing that?
Spiritual.
You know what I mean?
Spiritual
I'm fucking,
hand.
man. I jerk myself off with my feet.
No, I think it's
under
good,
the
man.
fucking
I think it's
table
good
at
to,
Applebee's,
I
bro.
think it's good to talk good to yourself. You know?
It is, man.
Just like, yo, you're doing good, bro. Keep going. So be your own best friend. Like you can have a best friend. We all have friends, you know. And it's like, but once you become your own,
be friendly with yourself.
Be friendly with yourself. Yeah,
and you gotta like yourself.
Yeah. Just imagine if you had some dude living in your house that goes, "You're a piece of shit. You dumb as fuck. You can't do that." And
every time you try to
bro,
go,
there was a guy in my house like that. You
bro, that's such a funny fucking metaphor because it just get me into the vision of like the apartment complex of self. Like every time you leave to go lock your door, you fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
that would suck every day. Hearing this guy just you fuck you, and then he spits on you as you're walking down the steps because the elevator's broken.
No, it's amazing.
Because you don't maintain your building. So every day, that shit would get so fucking miserable.
But that's how you get though. That's how.
But then you're at a place where you're not filtering 30 other douchebags that are getting that same treatment from that guy in their apartment building.
Yeah.
Fuck you, scumbag. And he's just pissing on himself in the corner because the elevator's all fucked up. Like everything's fucked up.
Yeah. It's a crazy thing.
You're just trying like, it's crazy.
But that's how I feel it gets. So like it gets almost like overbearing. You're always talking down to yourself, and then you don't do anything, and then it just becomes a cycle of doing that. And that shit, dude. I remember that.
We won't get up early to make our own fucking drink for our morning, whatever it may be, coffee, tea.
Yeah.
But we'll rush out of our own home to go sit in line at a motherfucking. I just had the stars. I didn't even cut you off. It just made me think.
That's just funny.
What the fuck? I'm rushing. I'm rushing out of my fucking home. When I got something here. I got a coffee maker that I thought I needed so bad. You know,
for 20 minutes.
I needed this Keurig machine because it's fucking dope. And I gotta have this cup because it's fucking cool. But it's like I'm gonna run out of my home and sit in a motherfucking line that sells some shit that I could have just made.
I think that's
and be late for work still.
That's just amazing.
But you're rushing out of your home that you could. It's crazy.
No, I really.
But it just fucks with me because we've all done it. We've all do whatever. Not saying it's like a drink, but like that's like I really feel like it's just crazy how much we'll rush to get out of our home to go do some unnecessary shit.
Yeah, rush to wait. Hurry up and wait.
Rush to wait.
Yeah. And it's like you can do that at home. You can get that shit done, get a groove going.
But then that comes back to management of time.
Wake up a little
which
earlier,
is important, man.
Sleep
it is important to manage your schedule.
Everyone has an individual schedule.
You know, we have a different schedule, you know, and it's.
I got the baby. I got to wake up at a certain time.
You're not on your time, but you still get to be.
Yeah, because now I can wake up 2 hours early and I get to.
And this is a cool thing, which is just be cool to talk about. Because I remember being on like school and then work.
Yeah.
I had to maneuver my own little thing within some else that was actually set already.
Yeah.
Like you got to maneuver through the babies. That's necessary.
Yeah.
So everything else is necessary, but then you got to maneuver through it, not around it. You can't maneuver around shit. That's fucked up. If you maneuver with it, maybe I guess you could say migrate with it.
Yeah.
It migrates with you, you know. So you start to not even scheduleize yourself, but you get accustomed to that. You know, like, all right, this time, you know, he's gonna be maybe I could do a little more now this time. But then it's like, hey, maybe if I get up a little earlier, and this gets back to the rushing out of your home.
Yeah.
to fucking go sit in line at a motherfucking whatever the fuck the store is.
Yeah.
The providence of drink that you could have made in your kitchen. I ain't trying to bash a company, but but it's fucking, I don't know. I love shit, man. I just love like, and I learned to, this is why, like you said, I think shit, we seek so much enjoyment of things that outsiders remind us of the harshness of actually evolving.
Yeah.
And we're like, that was actually fun.
Yeah.
Like that. But like, I remember I used to, like, people like, we talk being like a parent, man. Never been around it a lot, but it's like, you hear a lot. I know a lot of new parents of our age say they just complain about it immediately.
Yeah.
It's an instant loathe and complaints about it and like bashing of it. When you're bashing what you should be doing and boasting about, I think. You're a fucking, exactly. You're a dad, you're a fucking mom, you're a father, you're a mother, like you're a guider, you're a teacher, you're a lover. Yeah. And the energy you're putting off right now is like, what do you is that your natural energy? That's scary. So like learning to like, I could have been grumpy as fuck because I had to take public transportations and all this, but then I also could have succumbed to living on campus and not have to commute and do all this. But it was like knowing your mind also, and what I might have to sacrifice is not being on my own time constantly is okay.
No, I think that's part of it.
But like, it's hard to come to that because like it sucks. It does. Not saying it sucks. Yeah. But it's frustrating going, oh fuck, I gotta wait for this train.
Change my schedule. Fuck, like,
I gotta change. I gotta adjust because
sleep,
this.
I wake up.
And it's like, it is hard, but you get into a thing where you're less this and you're dancing now.
And then once you have less anxiety, you move through the world more smoothly, more
fluid, and it's not frantic.
You're not like running around like heart racing, mind going crazy, thinking about what's going to happen
so
if you miss your train, you miss your bus, and then also you're late to school. You have to walk into class late. It's like, oh fuck, that's a lot of shit.
It is, man.
But
but also I love like communication.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go back to it, but like I remember I had a job. One of my jobs was a warehouse, and you were, warehouses are Monday through Friday. But I had classes that went into this certain amount of time. And like you said, that franticness of fuck, man, I gotta fucking rush. Yeah. And it was like, can I just come in late, please? Like, and then just that, and I would bring in my fucking letters from professors. I would bring in the proof of like my schedule, my classes, just to really be like, hey, I'm not lying. I just need help. But I really need this, and I want to be able to do this still. Is there any way we could work this out? Like, and that learning that helped me a lot with just communication with people, man. Like,
I think like,
like fuck a resume. I've learned a lot just by man.
Yeah.
Like going to college, bro.
I
went to college. I called every fucking school I looked at. Just hey, what do I gotta do? They're like, what? I'm like, what do I gotta do to come to you? They're like, that's okay, amazing, well. Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get a pen, write it down. Okay, boom, 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 check the box, bro. And I just call them and talk to them.
Yeah, I think that's
like, what do I gotta do, man? And they'll be like, they're either gonna say this or that. They're gonna go to this website, or they're gonna show you, or they're gonna say, fuck off, shut the door in your face.
Yeah.
How many doors are there to knock on?
So many, man.
Keep fucking knocking,
so many
bro.
Doors, bro.
Keep knocking.
So many doors.
Kick a fucking door in, catch it before it hits the wall. You ain't gotta be crazy. You know what I mean? If you make a sandwich in their kitchen, clean up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm in your house. I made breakfast. Just like, who are you? I'm just trying to get your college. I don't know. You're the dean, right? What's up?
Like, yeah, man, this is my home.
You like over easy or scrambled?
Like, okay.
What do you like?
You don't have to Ben Ramsey and Baby Boy, but be naked and then fuck their mom.
Yeah.
You just gotta maybe make him an over easy egg sandwich, man.
No, I think it's so true though. It's like that, just reaching out, seeing what's going on. Like,
it's cool. Like, dude, honestly,
knowing what you want. Just
I
saying,
still do it sometimes, man. Just ask. Like,
yeah,
you don't know.
yeah, you really
You don't know who the
you don't-
fuck's gonna be like, well,
Yeah.
you'd be like, yo, man, I
Hey,
need a
man,
fucking, man. I need,
can I
like,
use that? I need your help with this.
like,
It's
man, I wish I had.
yeah, I know you're good at. I know you're good at this. Can you help me with that? And it's like, yeah,
Hold up.
I can help you. I can teach you something.
You never know.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's beautiful, man, and that's where, like, that's a humility thing. Like being able to ask someone a question, like that you're not sure of, and like humbling yourself to help. Like saying,
I'll be honest, man.
saying even like I need help, like in any aspect you could do. I need some help.
But how much did we learn from like jobs that we had from when we didn't do it?
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh fuck, if I would have just
If I would
like
just,
or a woman in your that you back in the day, anything that you man, I should have just said, hey, how you doing?
yeah.
Instead of just
Sitting there all
and then
quiet.
go home and say, man, I should have said hi.
Yeah.
No, you might have been able to text her that right then and there.
Yeah.
You don't know. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And
Like
that's it. You miss every shot you don't take, right? That's what they say.
yeah, dude. Why not shoot, man?
Why not shoot? What do you got to lose?
Why
man?
not shoot?
You just walk up, get a little.
You gonna hit.
Someone says no, they say no. They say yes, they say yeah. You know,
Some shit's gonna hit eventually, man.
got a few options. Yeah, just like I don't know. It's just you'll never know if you don't try.
You know what's cool? I had a professor. I don't know if I should say his name, but I had a professor in college, and it was a television production class.
Yeah.
And it was a 4-hour class. First hour of class was cleaning up after the class before you.
Oh, that's dope. Bro.
That was it every time, and it taught me a lot. Like it taught me about how I work. Like I'll just do what I feel like needs to happen.
Yeah.
I don't need to say, well, I didn't do that or this, whatever. Like, and on job sites, you know, we've talked about it, man. Well, fucking third shift did this because I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
It's like you're still gonna have to work around it then.
Mm-hmm.
Just work, man. And it's like, so he literally was like, we had to clean our stations and then work.
Yeah.
And then that was it. We just had to clean up after the people before us and then go to work. But he taught us about production before production. So there's like production of your conscience you gotta gather.
Yeah, I think that's what I've been telling you lately. Like I've realized the utility of organization and cleanliness. Like but there's
but then this is why I love
order thing. Like,
this is why I love kitchen work.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get free. You got to be loose and free.
Yeah. And
you got to be able to work.
Yeah. And
understand you can clean everything up when you're done.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like you make a mess and then you could
like the day when we operated while everyone was
awesome.
Right there. It's like, hold up, skidoo.
Fucking such teamwork, bro.
I learned a lot when I worked at this place called Noodles and Company.
Yeah. Noodle.
They were weird, but I learned a lot there because like they stopped having job titles because I would just like do what I felt like would help fluidity.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, okay, like yeah, I would just go whatever, pass the prep before I'd leave.
Prep the
as I would get like my cleaning method a little quicker, save time. Because if just because you couldn't clock out at a certain time. So I would get my methods a little quicker so I could noodle prep, get that shit ready to bang, rock and roll while the next, just whatever I had to do, whatever. This is how I like to do warehouses. I get my pallets stacked for the next day, for the next shift.
Yeah, you get it all
just
ready.
a little, I don't give a shit, bro. Why not, bro? I wanted less trucks when I come in that bitch.
Yeah.
I also wanted less fucking conference table dweebers on my ass come and go because my fucking nutty job self is gonna go get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
I could do this. So it was just like I learned myself, wanted to operate, wanted to make sure other people can operate fluid as well. And let's get fucking fluid.
Yeah, fluidity.
I love fluidity.
It's so important.
I love it, man.
It really is.
It's one of my favorite things to observe and be in.
Yeah, I think
it's so fucking cool.
It's just fucking amazing, man. Just having some fluidity, just to know what you're doing while you're doing it, and knowing that you can.
Dude, I love it, man. Like like I this is why I respect, and that's why I kind of like Shelby and like always. You guys are always saying this is your kitchen too.
Yeah.
But I like to respect that.
Yeah.
You throw down, so I'm like but I'm gonna try to make it fluid when I can. So it's like I got a sous chef, I'll sous chef. If I got to whip up a dish because you're sick or whatever we got to do, we'll do it. You know? And it's cool. Like,
it's just a fluidity.
And
it's so awesome.
and also a remembrance thing because, like when you were gone, me and Shelby had to really remember some tactics. How much did we pay attention? How much didn't we pay attention? It's really real though.
Made pork chops.
No, but it's real because that's important though, man. Like we don't just stay here. We live here. So, and it's important and it's really cool. It's just it's a beautiful environment.
It really is, man.
To be around.
But
but we've all worked on a filtration system of our own.
Yeah, and it took a lot of the deep sadness, the cutting off, like roommates could just certain people don't work out together, and that's okay, but not here. Like we need a certain environment we have a child, and it's like a little boy. You got to have a certain environment. You can't just have
fuckery around.
Yeah, crazy shit going around, reckless
you
things.
don't want to endanger a little guy that doesn't even know what the fuck, So
you have to have people around.
It's cool to be. It's cool to represent. It's cool to represent. You represent your household, man. You represent your mom. You represent your village. That you represent your dad. You represent your village. You represent your brothers, your sisters.
Yeah.
You represent
yourself,
man. You represent a lot of things. So it's cool to.
Yeah.
How do you want to represent that?
Yeah.
Thing,
how do you want?
You know what I'm saying?
They'd be like, you don't want people coming to you go like, oh, you fuck with that guy? Like, yeah, that guy stole my wallet. It's like, what the fuck? No, I don't fuck with that guy.
Like, oh, damn, man.
That, dude.
I'm sorry.
That shit gets me, man. It really does. It's an amazing thing, though. Yeah. This is probably scoped out. Yeah, it's just only mold.
That shit's cold. Oof. Wow. Wait, what time is it? I do want to watch them motherfucking UFC. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Oh, that's just.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That didn't.
I love water. I love water that goes.
Oh, that shit.
Hey guys, another piece of advice: drink water.
I keep it
a lot of fucking water.
I always keep a water on me.
Like when you're active, they say you should drink. What is it? Half your body weight in milliliters.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I gotta get on my shit. I've been drinking a gallon.
Or ounces, my bad, not milliliters, ounces. So it's like if you're working out heavy, like half your body weight in ounces is what you should be drinking.
Okay. So I need
because you sweat a lot.
Yeah,
I don't really sweat, but I still drink like
I feel like I gotta drink 2 gallons a day, maybe.
Yeah, if I work
at least
out,
a gallon and a half.
I drink like half gallon to 3/4 of a gallon. If I'm playing ball, I drink like a whole gallon a day.
You could bring. Yeah, because I just bring the gallon right with me in the gym.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. It's good just to stay hydrated before you get to that point, because that shit will fuck you up too. Being dehydrated, working out, you get sore.
I do gotta get better though, getting back to my jug because too much plastic, man. Yeah. I gotta get back on my shit.
Yeah, I gotta clean that jug. I'm mostly home, so I don't really take that with me. But
that's my own fault. Like I'll keep a jug. I'll keep something in the car.
Yeah. I think it's just good to have.
I don't know. Because
stay hydrated.
I might run to the car.
Yeah.
Halfway down the road and go, water. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Here it is.
So I I keep a hydration station wherever I'm at.
No, it's good, man. It's real, honestly, man.
It's all right. I love, man. Oh man, I got so many cool little fucking.
What is that?
I love it, man.
What?
It's a hydration station.
Hydration station.
I got my.
Remember we used to say that.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
We used to say that to everyone. Stay hydrated. Send me a bottle of water. We was on that shit for a while.
That shit really changed the game though. Because
we walk around just chugging gallons of water, bro.
Yeah, like we got water on it, bro.
Like posted up. Yeah. Stay hydrated, but no, but like I love like. I'm fucking shot, man. So like everything's a little quest, bro. Like,
but it's like I said, it's fun language.
Yeah, like like the car. I'm on this little dude. It's like a spaceship. Man. I'm fucking shot, bro. Everything's a fucking. I love it, man.
Yeah, no, it's
like
amazing.
This is a spaceship.
This is a spaceship.
So yeah, got this hydration stations.
We got a hydration.
I always got my hydration. I keep salted cashews ever since I read that thing.
Yeah.
In the whip too. That's my fucking. Emergency, you don't know what's going down. Stay hydrated. Get a little fucking snacky poo in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always on a quest. What do we
Yeah.
do on Quest? We got Clement. I got a Clementine in there too.
Clementine.
I keep a banana
You got
sometimes.
Clementine, some
I
water.
keep them fucking things on. me.
Get the things on. me. You got that shit.
I got the rear view under the seat.
Yeah.
I got a Clementine with a banana and a motherfucking bag of cashews and a fucking gallon of water.
No, I think
I'm strapped up.
It's so important. Bro. It's so important to just have access to good
And
things.
I might have a fucking windy on me, boy. Shouts to motherfucking
blowing a windy down.
fucking Big Wes. But dude,
no, I think it's important, man.
Oh
like,
man.
It's a little shit, man. Like just putting yourself around more good stuff. Don't worry about the bad.
But I like to
Focus
have
on putting
like,
yourself
I'll be
around
honest,
more
man.
good.
I think Shelby said something about she has to go to the store tomorrow, possible.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm also got a date with my grandma. I'm excited.
Nice. That's awesome.
I got a date with my grandma.
You date with your grandma?
Yeah.
Breakfast?
She likes the lunch, and their lunch is like 10:30, 11.
Where's that at?
She wakes up. I'm gonna bring her Chinese food.
Oh, Chinese?
I'm
That's
gonna
good.
stay there watching Steve Irwin, man.
Ooh.
I'm going back. We going. We taking
The
it back to the
crocodile
big
hunter.
window in the woods,
Yeah,
watching deers and fucking hummingbirds.
Fucking snapshotting koalas.
Fucking yeah, dude. Like I love. So I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I realize what shit's about, man.
No, I think it's beautiful, man. I think that's something I've realized, especially, over the past couple of years and getting older. I'm like, yeah, I gotta just be around for people, help them out when they need help, and for my family, especially my good friends, my family, we're all fucking family.
Nah, dude, the family, man, it's fun, man.
It's like, big, man. It really is.
Sitting there talking, we hang out with Shelby's dad, man.
Yeah.
And
like
on the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a lot, man. It means a lot. It means a lot to people, man.
Yeah, it definitely does, man. Yeah.
And it's cool to do things that mean a lot to people. Like it might be mini school.
Yeah.
But it's a mini school, man. You don't know what the fuck you're about to learn.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Exactly. And that's the thing. We're in a
You don't
mini
know,
school.
I love them. That shit's so cool.
I love that
school,
phrase. Yeah. You said that.
That
shit was so dope. But no, I love that, man. I really
1 minute.
I really feel like life is school, man.
It is.
It's school. It's the best school there is.
I've learned so much just trying shit.
You really do. You learn all
Think of cooking, man.
Cooking, dude.
I used to,
honestly, I was not a good cook. When I first started, I was not good. And the time, bro. I just realized I can mess around.
Mad
man.
Respect, man.
I just love cook. I realized that's a good way to share. And that's why I was telling you, like, I really, we did the catering thing. I liked it, but it was like,
at what point are we?
At what point, yeah, we're driving ourselves.
Are we a false market?
Yeah. And I like the idea of just giving. It's something about.
But I like that, man. I think we need to start like
especially giving the people.
Maybe have like a set day or set days so we can let them know.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna
don't
provide
cook this day. I'm gonna give you some food. Yeah.
When would you like to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. Whatever we're cooking,
cool.
we'll fucking make some extra.
I was telling you, like my mom, I introduced her to vegetables because she doesn't eat many vegetables.
Or like
give you a healthy meal. Come over.
Whatever they want to do. Yeah,
you come over here,
eat it, man.
Yeah, I'll go over there and I'll bring the food. We'll eat together.
We need to start hosting a lot more.
Yeah.
I think like just hosting little things like we set up the projector outside when it's warm. Have some people come over,
definitely, man.
Cook some good food.
That would be dope.
Go work out at Riverside.
Dude, that's something I really feel like.
I think that needs to happen this year. Last year we really talked about it, but we manifested the actual tool. Yeah. We're the tools now. We started building to do it. Yeah. We could just do it, man. Yeah, we could really do it, man. And that's what I really love is being able to give, man. And I want to be able to provide like the necessary. Yeah. To just do what you feel like you need to do. That's simple. Like, I don't know. I don't want to really. Of course, the money thing is something, and that's where it gets weird, Yeah. But there's ways you can make money and there's ways you can provide like easy, where it might not even be harming you. Yeah. So we could provide an energy and time and love and support. Yeah. And less doubt into someone's thinking when they're not around you. Yeah. I want you to doubt less. Yeah. When you're not around me. I want you to feel. I don't want it to just be when you're around me. Yeah, I want to fan the flames in you and
let it burn while I'm not around.
There's no podiums,
Yeah.
Fuck a podium, man.
Yeah, we don't need a podium.
I don't need a podium, bro.
No podium. No podium.
No podium.
But I think
I'm a squat with you.
I'm a squat.
I'm a squat. You want some more water?
Yeah, more water. No, I really love that, man. Like, it's just something I've been thinking about, like giving more, man.
I really like that you said that we need to,
because I want to give to, like, our parents, your Aunt Don,
and why not start right now? Like, we're nowhere. Like, I thought, to me, it's like handing out the Thanksgiving fucking dinners for people when we can. I want to do it for where we grew up when we can. But right now we can provide meals for our mom, our close people that we know.
Yeah,
it will help.
Yeah,
and who cares if it? Who knows what it'll do?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Like, yeah, I made you some food. Maybe there's one.
Maybe they might not like it, but maybe they might start liking it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, but I think the energy through the food is another thing. Like,
no, that's why I really.
I think you captured that. Like,
I'm telling
love.
It's a moving. For me, it's like moving meditation. Yeah, cooking is like love, like a union. Like I'm reading Bhagavad Gita, and it talks a lot about yoga, and yoga just means union. And I feel like cooking for me is yoga. I tell
you, man,
it's a movement. It's like I respect all the ingredients as a whole. And
the finished product shows.
Like, I really love.
Truly, this is I've practiced. I've tried to gain a lot of knowledge for myself on this.
Yeah.
And
because
it shows, man.
Yeah,
literally.
I told you, man. I like to cook for
it's beautiful
to be healthy and delicious.
I think cooking's a big thing, man.
Yeah, it really is, man. It brings
There's
love.
a lot. That's a language.
Ooh, I never even thought about it like that.
Right?
Yeah, it could. Yeah,
you might not be. We might not understand each other, but you could. Fucking come
to
me with a
that's
fucking
true, bro. That's
chicken
really, I never even thought about
broccoli,
it like that.
Casserole,
yo,
bro.
Try this,
and be like,
oh.
Dude, that's cool. That's like a language, man.
Nah, it really
that's
is,
one of
man.
your languages.
Yeah.
You don't just speak English and you know some Spanish and you know some motherfucking gabagool. You know some shit.
Yeah, I think
you also speak food.
Yeah. No,
you speak love. And I think you speak love speaks through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
No,
and
really that's why it's awesome, man. You move through love with love too. And you're not, and that's your true intention is to love.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's true intention.
I think so.
We lose something along the way.
We damper it. We get distant.
Yeah. It's that's just honestly, I think it's true, and that's why I always tell you, man. I feel like self-love is like hated for some reason.
Yeah, man.
They label it. They make it.
I think it's more
self-loathing is so common.
I think it's feared.
Yeah,
because it's not accepted by the norm. Well, whatever's norm. The normality is to, when you're at work, of course you're fucking miserable because you're working at a job that you got to ask if you got to go piss.
Yeah.
Can I go take a piss real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hold on a second because the line ain't going to, no wonder everyone there is not going to be cool with you going, fucking love me some, I love myself.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens. Yeah. Had a hard time getting into the fucking Hall of Fame due to personal fucking opinion on a person because he loved him some him.
Yeah.
I love me some me.
Yeah.
that was his thing. Hell
yeah,
bro. Fuck yeah.
But I think that's
why was that a fucking that was on national TV?
I wasn't watching
to not accept this guy.
Yeah, I was watching. I don't think I was.
This guy had. I don't want to bring him in. I didn't mean to name drop him, but this guy had trouble getting into the Hall of Fame because there's people that dictate if you get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And they're old miserable fucks.
And he was happy and just loving himself.
And this guy had a hard time getting in because he loved him some him.
He was a receiver, right?
Yeah. Fucking a wide receiver that was brilliant at his job.
Yeah.
Took care of his body. He was just confident as fuck about himself and learning about what he should do with himself.
Yeah.
How he should come off. And helped a lot of people along the way, but that doesn't even get looked at. OBJ, man. This guy's amazing. They do a lot of great things, man. Yeah,
and he went through a lot. I didn't even know that. Joe was telling me that. Like,
bro, went through so much turmoil that was just thrown at him because he's a vibrant guy.
Yeah, that's just.
He's a diva because he's vibrant and smiles a lot.
My mind, man.
Fuck you smiling for, man?
Why are you smiling, man? Why are you happy? Don't you know it's sad time? No, I like I said, man,
Damn,
I feel
I
like
can't imagine.
it's ingrained in a lot of people, and that's what I feel like the unlearning is like,
Bro, I had a
unlearn.
comment towards me at a job. Don't want to name the job, don't want to name the manager that said it. But I remember that day, him roll up on his stupid ass little scooter because you're lazy to walk around a warehouse.
Yeah,
Your job ain't shit already.
yeah,
You want to scoot around the place.
yeah.
It's a big place, but oh
Yeah.
fucking well. Get better shoes.
Yeah, dude.
You're wearing flat bottoms
Yeah.
because you're fucking doofy as fuck. Whatever
Get
the
some
fuck it
running
is,
shoes,
bro.
Start
The
power walking around
fuck,
that
man?
bitch.
So whatever, you're trying to fucking, you want to be smirky at people. Fuck you. So what I remembered it then was, why are you so happy?
Yeah.
You're making people feel bad about themselves. And I went, whoa, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Yeah, that's weird.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? And then I was getting shit because 2 days I worked half days because of college.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm getting less money.
Mhm.
But I was like, they're mad because I got to work less.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not fair. He gets to work less. But it was just like a presentation thing, like, oh yeah, so people already think you have something. Why are you already smiling? You need to stop smiling.
Yeah, that's
Like, people already think you got a good, like, stop smiling. And I'm
yeah,
like, whoa.
that's weird. That's fucking strange, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. That shit trips me out.
But-
like I said, man, I've noticed it a lot too. It's just a weird. It seems like an overall.
But
mood.
imagine how many times we've heard stop smiling or stop laughing.
Yeah, stop
Settle
laughing.
down.
Yeah, I'm like, no, no, thank you.
You know what I'm saying, man?
I've done that
So
for too long.
whew,
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. That shit always tripped me out. Like, I think that's a part of us. Like, if we're doing something, we're probably gonna love what we're doing, or we're not gonna be doing it.
no, man.
Especially at this point. It's like,
And
you
I
either
love
what you're doing,
doing
or-
everything we've been doing. Man.
Yeah.
I sincerely, and I try to, like I say, you know, I've been trying to just do it with
Yeah.
action, man. The words mean a lot, man. And I sincerely, I'm still gathering the right words, but I might not know it for 50 years or 3,000 years
Yeah.
until we're a head in a jar on Futurama episode, bro.
Yeah. That's so true, though.
But-
that's why I feel like the beginning of infinity, man. Here we
Whew.
sit. We're at the beginning of
And
everything.
we have a little spaceship.
And
you
it's
know?
so weird because it's like so strange, man. Because it's like we've begun and begun and begun again, and we just keep beginning. It's like we begin and we begin again. It's like a weird,
So there's an infinite amount of infinite loops.
yeah.
And you're just
But no, it's like you just keep going, like, and then you go through it, and
have
then you're
the
out.
circle thing.
Dude, I'm gonna draw. I have to finish drawing that because I love the concept. I was trying to explain it to Rob
have
today.
to draw
That
the
concept,
octopus,
the octopus.
juggling
Yeah.
8
No.
octopuses juggling 8 octopuses that are juggling.
They're all
8
juggling.
fucking, oh my fucking
Fucking
god!
Inception
bro.
shit. It's just fucking trippy as shit. But no, I love the concept, man, because that shit really makes me think. Like, yeah, there's patterns to your life, and
So many, man.
but there's a big pattern that we're in a part of, you know.
You're a pattern.
But you're a pattern, and everything we do is pattern.
And then you're a representation of your patterns.
Yeah.
Like, and then your patterns are a representation of you.
Yeah, and then each one that breaks goes into another level up, and then you just keep going. And it's an amazing journey. It really is, man. This shit is just the thinking has changed my mind. Like the cathedral, the beginning of infinity. This idea that where we are is just another step, another beginning, a place where we're starting. It's just, I don't know. The whole idea is amazing to me.
Beginning of infinity.
How each of us can affect so much. Like each action we do can affect so many actions down the line. And that's for positive and
Oh my
negative.
gosh.
Everything we do compounds upon itself. So everything's a small part of another part. And you're just building these big. I used to talk about the puzzles, man.
You said it, man.
You're big in the.
Hold on.
You're
Oh no, you said it.
with this.
Each thing is made of infinitely smaller things.
The minuscule, the mini school.
The mini schools, man.
Yeah, man. It
Bro.
really is. Each thing is made of infinitely.
Ecosystems.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I do. I really.
we all if we all weren't who we are right now, our ecosystem would not be what that is.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah. No, I think that's what's amazing too, is just
That's
seeing,
just amazing.
because it's like it's a process. When you're in the process, just like anything else, you don't see you can't see what they say. You can't see the forest.
I'll be honest.
Through the trees.
These past 2 years have taught me we got to capture everything from now on.
No, I think that's a good
That's the
idea.
next goal.
Yeah.
That's
Just
why
start
I'm
capturing.
so glad. Great fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting that thing
No,
because
we do need.
that was
I need to
necessary.
get another battery too.
we'll get what we got to
We'll
get.
do
Man.
it.
It's coming.
We're
But
good.
but this is how I love finding out what you need is by
Yeah.
getting into production.
Yeah, you start producing.
You know what I'm
and
saying? You
you
don't know
learn-
until you're in there,
Yeah,
man.
you learn from your mistakes.
You don't
learn
know.
from
We got a
things.
green screen
Yeah, we
man,
got a
behind
green
us,
screen.
man. It's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You know, we got
Once
a camera we get to
camera's lit
work
up,
with.
We have a green screen.
A microphone that could capture what clearly, you know,
Yeah.
better. Pick us up.
No, that's amazing.
You know,
These little
and,
investments in self, you know, it's in all ways. You
We
invest
got
your
you know,
time, you
like the
invest your
hydration
energy.
station.
Hydration.
Like this
station,
shit's
baby.
all it's crazy, man.
No, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like this, the way. Oh man, it's so fucking dope. It's so dope because I remember walking to this place, this shed. It was empty. We saw it.
Yeah,
We saw it all. We're like, yeah.
they literally came. We
This-
seen this before we
this
even
is
had a
it.
shed.
I remember when I brought you in here, you and Joel, that one night. We walked here. I was like, you
We
guys gotta see
started right
this.
away.
I was like,
Do you remember that?
we started that night.
We just started fucking with shit right away.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. All three of us. Joel, man. Shouts to Joel, man.
Yeah. Shout out
We
to
can
Joel.
name drop him. That's fucking.
Yeah, Joel's a dude, a
Jello's
warrior,
fucking
my brother,
younger brother, man. My
amazing
younger brother,
guy, great
a
father,
little warrior.
But yeah, really helped
A
us
really
so much.
amazing guy.
Yeah, we should have him on, man.
I would love to. He's a great
We
conversation.
should have him on.
guy.
I think he would enjoy
Honestly, let's see if he when he's free, man. To
it.
do it.
Yeah, no, we should definitely
Honestly.
do. I think that would be dope, bro. Because I love his energy, man.
I would
He's such
love
a
to,
stand-up dude,
Honestly, man.
and yeah, he helped a lot, man.
think a lot of
This thing
people-
came together, and
This is
just a lot of hands, man.
cathedrals.
Yeah, it's a
This is
beautiful
cool.
thing, man. It really is. And shout out to
know,
Willie too. He helped me lay this floor.
Shout out Willie, man.
Shout out to Willie,
Willie,
man.
one of our
Fucking
warriors.
helping us out, man. I just appreciate
Much respect to you, man. We know
Yeah, dude.
whatever's going on with everyone.
No, I really think
Whoever
that-
wants to conversate.
Yeah,
But
I think it's.
hey, shouts to my uncle Tom. Helped me get the sheetrock with his truck
Oh yeah, I
before we had
remember
a
that.
vehicle.
Yeah, we didn't have the
He
shit.
helped me with my fucking thing, bro.
Yeah, no, that's
He don't sit down for more than 2 minutes,
Yeah,
so
but
he
just-
won't be able to be on.
but just think about that. How many
And,
hands had an effect
but,
just on this
dude,
little
just-
thing?
But this is why we talked about these assholes. I don't want to say it. I'm sorry.
Butt dicks.
These little fucking taints that fucking
Perineums.
you know, they preach that they do it alone, man, and you don't do it alone, really.
No one, man. I mean, all right.
You
I
have-
can't say no one, but very.
No, there's don't get me wrong. You may do some shit alone,
Yeah.
but along the way, you're really not. There might be something, dude. You don't know.
Yeah.
Shouts to Isaiah, man. Skeetle juice gives me rides when I really needed it to the studio, man.
Yeah.
Gives me
that's
rides,
amazing.
like even if he's tired from a work shift, man.
Yeah.
Shouts to him, man.
Yeah.
He disrespect to anyone, I don't know, respect to everything. Like
Yeah.
his respects to Shelby,
Yeah.
who let us record and
Amazing.
annoy her
Annoyed
in the
shit out of
fucking
it.
dining room / kitchen
Yeah.
when she gets home from work trying to just chill, and she just let us do her. You know, I think it was weird. She might have seen the bliss that we had before we even did.
Yeah, man.
We were just funky,
honestly the best
Drinking bottles of Captain Morgan,
Shit.
fucking
Just
going through whole vape cartridges in a night
and fucking,
and
zipped
fucking
out.
just and
and she was
but
just
recording
alright.
it and going, whoa,
Yeah,
dude,
this
this
is
is
actually
crazy.
fun as fuck.
And we went from like 4
Yeah.
mics on.
Shout out to Shelby, man.
Shout out
Best
to,
partner, a goddess,
Crazy, man.
fucking angel,
Allowed
super
me-
supportive, loving.
You know, you guys allowed me like in,
Amazing.
even though I know that you guys say this is my home too, but you guys
Yeah.
allowed me in.
Yeah,
You guys were here established, you know, and it's amazing, man.
yeah. No, we know good energy,
And
man.
I just
It's like-
honor
it's
it.
all good
And I
energy.
respect it, man. Like,
But yeah, like you said about coming from somewhere alone. I don't think anyone.
dude, you
Very
don't,
few
man. You
people
don't,
come
bro.
from alone.
You don't, man.
Everyone has help along
But
the way.
you
and
do.
it's-
There's minor moments where you are alone and you did some shit.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. But don't just say, I did this on my own. Like anything on your own is
even love.
It's hard to say.
Even love and support and just belief in you. That's a whole nother thing because that can change your life. Someone going, yeah, what you're doing is fucking awesome.
You're a village, what you're doing is you're a part of a village. You came from a village. I believe you can do this. You know, that shit is power, man. We have to understand, like, it doesn't come just from like, you know, the physical health. It comes from like the motivation, the mental health, all of it. I'll talk to you. I'll fucking tell you you're doing good, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. No, you know, it's cool, man. It's cool to. I got a lot of bouquets. This fucking 12 by 12 shed is a testament. This thing is not 12 by 12. It's 12,000 by 12,000, maybe, bro. It's infinite by infinite. This thing is infinite. This thing was the big. This was insane, bro. Yeah. My mind is blown every time I'm in here, and I try to respect it, man. Yeah, man. And that's why this took time to put together. And the process took time. It wasn't short, but it came together over time. And it's still evolving, just like we are. It evolves. This evolves with us, Dad. Yeah, man, we got conversation. It's beautiful, bro. It really is, man. I'm just grateful. So grateful. This is beautiful for everything. And that includes the good and the bad. That sounds crazy, but it's real. It's real. Because that's why I am the way I am. I can't explain it any other way. I had to learn the hard way sometimes, and I had to go through some shit. And I think we all do. But that's what made us. We were forged in fire. Everything. Hammered out. And we thought it was sunny, and then it started raining. You're like, fuck. But it's such a beautiful process, man. And everything takes time. Chisel, man. Everything takes time. It can be slow, but be patient. Just keep doing it, and things change, man. Mix the mud, man. You got to do the work, though. It doesn't happen by itself. See, you got to do the work. You got to ask for help when you need help. You got to have to do the work, and that includes everything. You know, again, it's not just the physical; it's the mental. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. It's okay to talk too. I read this quote the other day, and it really resonated because of our relationship. You know, it said, "Genuine relationships are therapeutic." And I really believe that, man. When you have like a trusting, loving, open relationship where you can talk. And it started with phone conversations. Yeah. When you for hours openly talk about everything. It's not, you know, it could be happy, sad, funny, stupid, whatever. Dude, we've sat in the kitchen and cried. We fucking sat in the kitchen and laughed till we've cried. Yeah. And like literally, like, but that's so important. Like, if I can't do that with that, like a person. Yeah, and I'm not being me. Like, yeah, and I think I'm holding back. It's so which important. Is so like, don't get me wrong, shit is what it is. But like, when you're holding back to what may be dampering from you even progressing, you're not gonna progress in a relationship with someone else. Yeah, because you're so toxic to yourself. Yeah, how can you even put out anything? Maybe you can, but only to a certain extent, and then you're worn out because you don't even have that for yourself. You gotta work on it. Dude, my lands are so green within, man. And it just started with some weird shit. Yeah. Started with fucking apocalyptic moon looking land in a well. That's what it started, man. I fucking traveled some shit, bro. Caves in there. I was in there. Navigating. Weird ass dark aquatic fucking caves. I didn't know, man. I don't know. But I went in there, man. Yeah. I built a filtration system that I knew I needed to do. Yeah. You know, and it helped me be with people. Like it helped me be like, just helped me be like. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just. I wasn't being. I don't think I was. Yeah, I was just going, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know. I was going somewhere. Okay, I'm here today. Yeah, I'm going somewhere. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing stuff. I wasn't doing shit. You know, like. No, I think that's so important, man. It's just it all takes time. It's a process. It's deep, man. It really, literally gets deep. You look beyond the surface, it gets deep. The surface is nothing. There's something in there, you know. I believe in anyone, man. I believe in everyone. Too. You gotta get in there, man. I believe you go inside, you find out what's happening. You start making some decision and action that change your whole life. Your whole life is literally flipped upside right, man. Yeah, like it really literally is, man. Like you're already upside down, man. I was upside down all the time with shit. I was always just stubborn, going against just because. I didn't even know. I don't know. We didn't want to listen to anyone talking to me, man. Like I had to literally get fucking bonked and go fuck. And life, you're like, okay, you don't want to fucking listen.
That's another thing, bro. We didn't say pay attention.
Ooh.
This all comes from paying attention.
Pay attention, man.
Look around you. The world is not the same shit, different day. Everything's changing all the time. And sometimes strange shit happens. You'll say a word and you'll see the word appear in physical form in front of you.
Bro.
Or it'll pop up again and someone randomly will just show up, say the word. You're like, what? I never said wombat pussy, and this guy comes out and no one says wombat pussy.
What the fuck is happening?
And all of a sudden, you're like, whoa, bro.
Wombat pussy?
Yeah.
Marsupial pudding.
But I really feel like you start paying attention to everything.
Nah,
people.
dude.
It's interesting, man. It's like your life becomes almost like a play. Like you're watching people do their thing. You're like,
bro,
whoa.
your life is fucking.
It's amazing.
It's
beautiful, awesome. Man. You'll find people doing
love it, man.
These characters in the world who are just genuinely themselves. Use them as an example. These guys exist and they're happy doing whatever they're doing. They got their little things they do and their little. You give them a nickname, you know.
Bro,
I don't even want to start naming names, but you know, we got our staples in our fucking community. You know?
Man,
these fucking guys, man, it's amazing. You walk around.
Well, we got our world, man.
Yeah, like, we got our little world, man.
We've captured it, you know. Yeah. And it's gonna help us create what we want to create in the long run, you know. Like it's gonna help. It's already done.
Yeah.
We just got to do it.
No, I really feel like that's really it. It's already done. You just gotta
this was already here.
Yeah.
We just now are doing it.
Whew.
Capturing it.
It's real, man.
We're talking
it was already
on screen,
yeah.
you know. We're recording it. And we're confident in ourselves to share what we've found out.
Yeah. No, it's really
I guess stumbled upon some shit that a lot of people have. Because we've gotten inspired from people that have wrote it down and shared it with us. Or the funny, goofy guys in the random places doing weird shit.
Yeah.
That just love life.
They just love life, man.
You know,
and they're in there, and they got that Cheshire smile. They got the secrets.
The secrets,
and they're sharing it with.
Pay attention to the Cheshire smile.
Hey, they're Cheshire.
They'll show you a lot, man.
They're out there leading you.
They'll show you a lot.
I really think that's beautiful, man. Paying attention.
Hey, shouts to my boy, fucking Ross Curb, man.
Who's that?
We worked together at Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
And that was his little nickname, Ross Curb. But he woke me up on the Cheshire smiles and shit.
Yeah.
So we were funky and we're just funky. We were kind of in this similar like perspective in a place where it wasn't accepted, you know. And we kept it funky, man, and it was cool. But we always be like Cheshire smile on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, Cheshire
you know?
smile.
We were just
that shit's awesome, man.
fucking Tokyo drifting around the motherfucking warehouse, bro. While motherfuckers are sobbing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, man, like paying attention opens so many doors of possibility. Just being engaged in the world, you know, looking around.
Dude, man.
Seeing these examples, you know, you're just watching and you're like, oh. Master the art of observing. I love that little.
I think the next step, we need to figure how we want to edit these and when our releases will be.
Yeah.
I would love to start having there's some people on here that will be awesome for conversation.
No, I really think so.
And I think they would, even if they just want to be audio, if they don't feel comfortable, whatever.
Yeah.
I want to do that too. I love getting different perspective, different foundations, man.
Yeah.
But you never know. You could be working on the same cathedral with someone.
Yeah.
That's just the cathedrals are big.
Yeah,
bro.
they're big. And we
don't know what side someone.
We don't know how many people.
You don't know what the fuck's going on.
How many people are on?
You don't know. So
there could be so many people.
I would just love to talk with different people, see what they've been chiseling at.
Yeah.
And
see what's going on.
See what's going on.
No,
man.
I think that would be dope.
What do they do with them? Because I'm gonna hit up some people I know that really would love to, man. I think they would love to do it, man. And they're solid people like us that I know are trying to do something with themselves.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, whether it be health challenges, creative challenges, just trying. Yeah. And I want to be around it more. And I want to bring it to the table.
And honestly, man. I think I'm just realizing now, like just opening the air, I think it's probably good, man. Like just open it up. We'll talk about what's actually, you know what I mean?
I think it'd be
conversation.
You never know. You
Helping
don't
each
know.
other out. We don't know. You know.
You don't
like,
know.
That's what I think is awesome, man. It has so much potential just to
I love
do
this,
so
man.
much, man. Like,
I think beginning of infinity, man.
the beginning of infinity.
That shit
bro.
is fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. This is the beginning of infinity. How you feeling? But nah, man, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Like you said, it's here we are in our first cathedral.
Wow.
And it's fucking amazing, man. It's fucking cool. But yeah, we got to figure out editing.
Oh, dude, that should be awesome.
Getting a drop schedule.
Just figure it out. You know, we ain't got to rush. It could just be whenever. You know?
Yeah, like I said, if I can get the Mac and shit hooked up,
We'll get
definitely.
it going. We'll get it going.
No, we
gonna
do. It's already
happening.
It's in motion.
But it's just cool.
We
It's cool
can't
seeing it,
stop
man. It's cool.
Yeah. So.
But
yeah, we gotta figure.
On that note, we should watch some fucking UFC.
Yeah, let's go watch UFC.
That was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right, I got a challenge though. I think this would be cool to
All
do.
right, let's see.
Every podcast we do a challenge,
Okay.
like
So we'll
like just a call to action.
Okay.
All right, so I would challenge people to see the good in everything. I think that is that a good challenge.
No, I like that.
Yeah, and even including yourself. Don't.
Oh yeah. So find some good.
Find some good in everything, including yourself.
Okay, that's awesome.
Is that you think that's good?
That's awesome.
I don't know. I just thought about it on the spot.
Like that. No, that's great. I think that goes to what we talked about, like finding the joys of stuff. You know.
Yeah, man. Like just find some things that make you feel genuinely good.
Honestly, man.
Yeah,
there's so much enjoyment that you might have forgotten that you had.
Yeah, exactly. Remember when I told you about the football and the basketball, and I forgot I did that, and I forgot how happy it made me. And once we started doing it again, that was another one of those things, another catalyst. Like, oh yeah, you love doing this. Like, when you stopped, that was like when when you start getting a little funky.
No, dude, getting back to it.
Yeah, getting back in there.
Is literally showing me
playing football, basketball, being active, but yeah, find the good in everything.
Yeah, let's find the good, and then
including yourself.
Let's start it off next week.
Yeah,
with find the good that we found.
Yeah, what's the good you found?
Let's start it off.
I like that.
Take our notes,
dude. We could do that. I like that.
Great
man.
fucking talk.
Yeah, awesome talk.
Awesome talk. No, I like that. Great shit, man.
I'm Angelo. This is Art. This was Celeblo.
This is
Cerebral Cathedral.
This is really time to suck your own dick, man. Smell your own fuck. Taste your shit.
Taste your turds.
Taste your turds. Spice it up a notch.
All right, bye everybody.
Boy.